In a world of remakes and remasters,
Are we playing your
what was once sacred and cool has now soured and become lame.
Red?
Gone are the days of Hans and Cowabunga. Now is the reign of slurp juice and dabs. Kids these days don't even know how bad they've got it. Now it's up to the best generation to rise to the occasion and make a show that dares to go where a lot of other nerdy shows have already gone quite a bit. That's right. They're going to talk about it a lot.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the show. This is Best Gen, where nerds complain about nerdy things, and it's called Best Gen because all of us on the panel are mas o menos. That means more or less from the same generation, and we happen to think that it's the best one, not because we're better than you, but our movies certainly were. So strap on in and prepare to wax nostalgic as we reminisce upon the days of yore, while simultaneously complaining about the utter filth and poo-poo doo-doo that Hollywood keeps churning out of its sludge pipes on a daily basis. How is everybody doing tonight?
Doing fantastic.
Poo-poo doo-doo.
Poo-poo doo-doo. There's not actually a lot of poo-poo to complain about because I didn't watch it. But we do have Severance Season 2, which I'm thoroughly enjoying. And we also have Corwin back on the show for the first time in a year and a half.
Yeah.
It hasn't been that long.
It's been a long
time, dude.
I had some
18 months is kind of pushing it.
Look, my children sauntered in as I was working on YouTube, and they gazed upon my thumbnails, and they said, "Who's that, Daddy? Who's that in the thumbnail? I haven't seen him in a year and a half." And I said, "Son, sit down. Let me tell you the tale of my friend Corwin, who decided to move away and abandon me here."
I have offered for you to come down. I have even offered you a job.
That's true.
Oh, snap.
Touche, I guess.
But no, life is good. Yeah, sorry. Life is absolutely crazy.
Yep.
The new job that took me away and moved me down to Vegas is it keeps me extraordinarily busy. And then the time I have at home with my family is extremely precious. Because when I'm at work, I'm at work. I'm not at home. I'm gone for 3 to 7 days. And then when I'm home for 3 to 7 days. So yeah.
Sounds like a pretty good deal, actually.
It pros and cons, man. Pros and cons.
Yeah. Mark Clark asks if we're stuck on a Carl stream. No, we started talking. It's a problem.
Yep.
We started talking. We're waiting for more people to show up. But we did the Carl stream this week. We on Prophet's channel.
Nice.
I don't know if you missed that or if you caught it on VODs, but we finally read book 5, and I've started book 6. Let's see, where am I at? I'm 40% of the way done. So,
Yeah.
and I've barely been I have not had time to listen, and I've still found time to read most of the book.
It's hard not to just keep going.
Corwin, if you have not heard about Dungeon Crawler Carl, you need to read those books, but you need to listen to the audiobooks.
Oh, the audiobooks
Dungeon
are
Crawler
fantastic.
Carl.
Dungeon Crawler Carl. There are 7 books now, and I'm on book 6.
Yeah.
And I know you. I know your humor. You will chew them up Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty good
they're
stuff.
Fantastic.
I finally got my next Audible credit, so I just got book number 4.
See, I did a bad thing. I had they were doing the promo at the end of last year, where 3 months for $1.
Oh, yeah.
For $1 each month. And so I signed up for both me and my wife. And so over the course of 3 months, I got 6 credits. And then this was the last month that was going to happen. So I went to go cancel our accounts, and they're like, okay, we'll give you half off. And I may have spent $100 on 12 more credits. So, but it's a good deal. $100 for 12 books. I feel like that's a steal for an audiobook. Yeah.
Depends on the book. But
True.
Yeah.
Depends on the book for sure. What did I get? I got a bunch of stuff that I had. Man, Audible's so dirty. Their business model is just disgusting. They'll every couple months they'll do the 2-for-1 sale, right? And so you get and they put the first book of the series on, and you'll never see the second or third book in a trilogy. So so I had to fill up a couple trilogies and stuff like that. Actually, they did do it once. For the is it Dragon Lance? I think it was Dragon Lance. There's like 7 books in that series. They started with book 1, and then the next month they had books 4 and 6. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'm collecting Dragon Lance now.
Nice.
You don't have to start with book 1.
Mark. Of course.
I'm a completionist, okay? My wife doesn't always, but, you know.
Moving on.
Anyway. We got Severance episode 2. We got some news. We got our special Trump background on because Trump's president.
Yeah.
Dude, the executive order memes have been particularly enjoyable.
Yeah.
And that alone is going to make it all worthwhile.
Dude, he has like a little, like, every day, just come sit down in the Oval Office. We'll have a chat. It's just like...
He always finds a way to bring it up. How many times did Biden do this?
Like, yeah.
Oh, it was 0? Oh, I had no idea. Oh.
Drones
He never talked to the American people once? Oh, wow.
Tell me what those drones are right now. Go find out. Now. It's like, let's unclassify everything about assassination. Now, let's go.
Dude, Lyndon B. Johnson ordered the assassination of JFK? Okay. Wow.
Wild. It's great, though. I love it.
I mean, we knew the FBI did it.
All conspiracy theories are true.
Dude, Mark, Columbia was hilarious.
I saw about Columbia. Columbia got resolved in 7 minutes, man.
He just slapped him and said, "Stop it, Columbia! Stop it right now!" It's like, okay, we'll send our plane to pick him up. Don't worry.
Everyone makes fun of when he says like, "Oh, if I was president, Russia and Ukraine never would have started fighting," and everyone makes fun of him for that. And you're like. He's
proof.
Right though. They would.
Yeah.
They would have.
Did you see the Panama?
He would have smacked him on the butt. Oh yeah, I hope we get the Panama Canal back.
I
hope we take Greenland.
They were like, "Don't threaten us. We'll go to the UN." And Trump was like, "Okay."
Yeah, I think the Panama thing might actually happen. It's going to be
there's precedent for it. I mean, we did a lot of the work and spent so much money that we just gave it away.
David, we did all of the work.
Right.
Yeah.
We built it, we paid for it, and we owned it for a long time.
And we gave it to them under a treaty. They had to do certain things, and they haven't been doing those things.
What are they going to do if we just show up with, like, worship and like,
nothing?
New personnel. It's like, what are they going to do? It's like, can you please get out of my seat? And it's just like...
Panama's only economy is the canal. That is the sole economy of Panama.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's amazing just watching.
I also think we'll get Greenland. I do think we'll get... I know that's crazy.
I want Greenland as a state. I don't really want Canada. if I'm being honest.
I don't think Greenland will become a state.
I want parts of Canada. I do not want Quebec. Okay? Like, we can just turn that into Greenland. That'll be Greenland 2, and then Greenland will become a state.
We'll see. Yeah, Greenland or Canada's a little bit more. Just the whole healthcare system. Yes, it's hard to integrate, but
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, the Panama I think might happen. Greenland maybe.
See, I don't think we should stop with the canal. I want all of Panama too. So blame Canada.
Yeah.
Just take it. Yeah, just no.
The
memes are amazing.
Worried if we just start
There,
rolling.
no,
memes
there have been
are
some.
great,
There
yeah.
have been some great executive
Every-
orders. Did you guys see
every
this
day.
one? There's no more Uno. It's just called One now.
That's
Nice.
amazing.
It's a good one. Yeah.
I
That was one of my
I like
favorites.
playing one at the Gulf of America. It's my favorite game when I'm down there.
The Gulf of America.
The
Yeah.
Gulf. I love and I love that UK is already responding. We're not going to recognize America changing the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Like, do you think we care about what the UK recognizes?
Right.
The United States historically does not care about what the UK recognizes.
We're kind of
That's
famous for it.
kind of our thing, baby.
Like, okay, go ahead. Don't care. Yeah, it's like, okay, don't recognize it. Don't care. It's all good. Like,
Yep.
fuck off.
Like,
Yeah.
it's actually, but like it's so funny because we're using their arguments against them. Like, it is more inclusive. Mexico is part of America.
Yeah.
You know, they copied our name too. It's not called Mexico. It's called the United States of Mexico.
Yep. Someone should swim across the George Washington Canal.
The George. That'd be pretty great. Pretty
There
great.
you go.
Yeah, it's. I also just like logging onto the news and just seeing them melt down. 24 over the littlest. Like, if it could be the smallest, minute thing, it is headlines. And this was the same thing when he was president, 4 years ago or 8 years at this point. Every little thing was just blown out of proportion. Right? It's like headlines: Melania Trump wore a hat so Trump couldn't kiss her cheek
Right.
at the inauguration.
Well, I mean, we've already seen. It's Elon Musk is a Nazi now. Like,
Yeah, the Jew is a Nazi.
and then we immediately found footage of Tim Walz doing the exact same gesture. My heart goes out to you.
Yeah,
I was hilarious.
yeah. It is great to just see the meltdown in the memes. That alone is worth it, in my opinion.
It's been pretty great. Corwin, how long did you say you could stay today? Were you staying the whole time?
I have about 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Okay. So, Steve already covered most of the Wheel of Time news. And I don't want to rehash that here. So go watch Steve's channel if you want to see all the Wheel of Time news because it's disgusting.
Oh, can you give? I will go watch. I have not met you, Steve. I apologize.
Hey, no, it's okay.
Steve is the Prophet of the Dragon. Fantastic
For over
guy.
a year, I was religious on the channel, and then I moved and things happened.
Well, I know. I've seen you. I've been watching. So I'm a lurker. So I know of you, but we haven't met. So hi.
Hi. Can you give me, because I've been out of it for a little bit, can you give me a 30-second rundown on the terror that is the Rings of Power?
Oh, Rings of Power?
Not Rings of Power, sorry.
Wheel of Time.
I apologize.
30 seconds. I don't know. It's going to be a complete shit show. We know what Avian is going to sleep with Elaine.
Oh, yeah.
Egwene-
That's what I was gonna bring up, baby.
Egwene is going to sleep with Rand. Moraine is going to sleep with Rand. Moraine has the Choda call and is going to make it rain in Roydion. Ruark is a brick shit house. Matt has a bedpost knife and is carrying around a purse and is gay.
And is wearing
yeah.
lace.
Min is a vampire or something. I'm not sure what's going on with Min. And Nynaeve has no idea what the hell she's doing anywhere. So, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Oh yes, the Wonder Girls. There you go.
They're wearing. Nynaeve is wearing armor.
I thought you said we were going to do this, bro. No.
Like, I'm okay with that. So, they're really having Moraine sleep with Rand?
That's our theory. Yeah.
That's my that's the theory. It sure seems like she's
They had him sleep with Lanfear.
Yeah.
There's like I'm being a little hyperbolic there, but there's some things that sort of like make it seem like they're doing a like he's gonna like fall in love with her because of shit that happens in Rodion that doesn't really happen. But that's more gays than Elida, by the way.
This is a
out at you, doesn't it?
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't talked much about the Elida casting, but like I really like the actress. I think she's a phenomenal actress, and she would be perfect for Catsuane.
Yeah.
Because she looks old.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is one of the worst miscastings of all time.
Well, and that's where
like she is so wrong for Elida. Because do you know why? Because this actress is good. She is clever. She's smart. She's really, really good at nuance. None of the things Elida is known for. Well, Elida is an idiot. She's literally a pawn who lets her emotion rule every decision she makes. I swear, Elida's plot this season, she is going to be the mastermind.
Oh yeah.
It's not going to be Elida, which is insane to me because Rafe Jetkin says Elida is his favorite character. She's not. She can't be.
How is Elida anybody's favorite character? That's like it's like wow. Like,
that's a good point.
Has Amazon, because Amazon has spent how much money on this at this point?
Is anybody keeping track anymore?
But that's the big news, Corwin. The show's probably canceled. They're dropping it in March.
Really?
So
yes.
So they're dropping it in March, and they've come out publicly and said it renewal will be based on actual data and viewership numbers. So it's over. Like because the first two seasons were abysmal. So
Corwin hasn't seen the juiciest, but the point of I didn't mean to get into it, but the point of this was this comment. The shipping department is going to be busy with this one because they definitely want Egwene and Avienda to bang. Elaine.
Look at the smolder. This is pre-coitus right here. They're going for it. They're like, she's getting her drunk with the toilet wine, and it's gonna happen. Like
toilet wine.
Wow. So they have spent.
So I think it was $180
million an episode.
Yeah.
For each season. So 3 seasons. 3 seasons. So they paid $250 million to get the rights. Holy gosh. So they're into this almost. They're into this close to $1 billion.
Yeah, it's close to $1 billion. Yeah.
And
oh God.
Could you legally argue that it's not Wheel of Time anymore? Like
yes.
Legally,
Corwin, they argue that. They say this is a different turning of the wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not you. That would be interesting if you got like.
But I'm curious. I'm curious, Corwin. Since you've been gone for so long, I'm curious to see your reaction. Since you brought up legality, I want you to read this. This is Taylor Napier. Okay, the reason why we couldn't find it is because it's not on Twitter; it's on Blue Sky, and so I screen capped it. So I will have it I will have it permanently. If you need it, let me know. This is Taylor Napier. This is the showrunner's boyfriend, who also has a role as one of the warders on the show. The one he's in the threesome with Elida.
He's stupid warder
and he was the one that was trying to get Lan to bang them and all that stuff.
He was upset because we were upset that he wanted to bang Lan, and all of us are like, why doesn't Lan just kill this man? And he's like, you guys are all bigots. It's like, no, we hate your character. We want him dead. That's it. It doesn't have anything to do with you being gay. Like, stop it.
But
no.
So you've already got nepotism involved, right? Okay. This is the boyfriend, husband to the showrunner. Yeah. This is what he said in December, I believe. I know everyone thinks a rewatch will help the show, but what will really help us secure a 4th season is if you cancel your Amazon Prime subscription And then the first thing you watch upon signing back up is our 3rd season. Subscription coming to platform that can be linked directly to the show is key. Spread the news.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure he's about to. Doesn't he die too? I'm
I
pretty
hope.
sure he dies this season.
He's
anyway.
supposed to if they were adapting the books,
Dude,
but
is he-
they're not.
Hey,
They're
maybe
they're
he's-
so far, and I know that they're so far, and that's why I think the legality. Could you argue they're using the same names, they're using the same setting, but the storyline at this point is so misconstrued.
Yeah.
I have a feeling you probably could argue
Yeah.
that it legally isn't considered Wheel of Time, and they've gone so far from their from what Wheel of Time is. I bet you with a team of attorneys, you probably could legally argue that. Whether you'd win or not, I don't know, but I'm sure there's a.
It's like Alan said, right? We like. I get all the like. I'm just pointing stuff out. Yeah, we have some fun. We make fun of it, but like they're big. It's like there has not been one thing from the books to call it Wheel of Time in the show. Like literally,
Yeah.
like, I'm
Other
rewatching.
than character names.
But the names and places are in the book, but like
Right.
everything they're doing is not, and they're like, well, that's because it's not the book, it's another turn. It's like, who asked for that? Nobody wanted that. Like,
Yeah.
not at all. So, like, just call it stupid fantasy show with stupid plot, and then I won't be upset about it. That right? It's like just stop lying. Then say it's like I don't know. Every once in a while, you'll still get something that comes up that they'll just like, oh, we're this season's gonna be. Book readers are gonna be happy because, and it's like you see, and then you see these photos of events that are not anywhere. Like Moraine has a ball, like a little tiny ball that she finds under apparently Avicendora, that is supposed to be the Choden Call, or the access.
Ball.
Yeah, she finds the access key and then uses it. It's like. How is that a book? How is that like what book you read that you're saying that this is closer? It's unbelievable.
The best part is they accidentally released the same image but without the CGI. and then promptly had it taken down. What is she wearing, man?
What is she wearing?
See, I don't. I'm not going to complain about like unless it's completely bad, like the plastic armor in Rings of Power.
It is.
I'm not going to complain. I think especially now in the new age, and again, politics does play into entertainment because as you go through that, politics is culture, right? And there is a massive culture shift with that culture. Background, Alan, that you have with Trump pumping his hand in the air after being shot.
Right.
People are not scared anymore.
Hollywood is late to the party, though.
They're way late to the party, and they've assigned. Look at all these TV shows that have come out from the last season they did of The Mandalorian to all the other Star Wars crap that they've done, to Rings of Power, to Wheel of Time. All this wokeism, because if you look, it's all the same show writers, it's all the same people, it's all the same political agenda. Yep. And now that the cultural paradigm has shifted to a more right-leaning, anti-woke establishment, and people aren't scared to come out and say, "Hey, the big one right now is the transgenders in bathrooms at gyms." Now there's a lot of girls coming out and saying, "I am not comfortable with this with a man in my gym, in my locker room," and this is shifting to entertainment.
Here's the thing, though.
And people, as a culture, society, they're not scared to say, like we've been doing for at this point years. They're not scared to say, as a culture, the majority of Americans are going, "I don't like this. This is crap," and they vote with their feet. They vote with their wallets. And Amazon Prime is going to lose. They've already lost their shirt. I mean, I'm looking at the total. They're already in the hole right now, almost $500 million. That's a lot of money to lose. I mean, I know Bezos is a billionaire, but as a business model, I mean, $500 million is a crap ton of money to lose on a show, on a TV show.
They And the thing is, though, like the whole culture thing, it's not like it's new. Like it's been trending downward this whole time. They were just too stupid to read the tea leaves.
Well, that's the amazing thing I find for me is just like, and then I mean, you could just look in the comment section of just the people that just completely are just like, it's like, why do you like? You are a Wheel of Time fan, right? Why is this good? Like, you can't, like, I don't understand. Other than
Right.
like, you put a name on this person, so it's just like, yeah, it's more. It's like, I don't. Can you explain to me why you've just sold out completely and just you're supposed to be giant Wheel of Time fans? So why are you okay with them destroying it? I don't get it. I never will. I don't know.
No.
Yep.
But
Oh, there you go.
can't wait for March. It's gonna be hell. It's gonna be hell on earth.
It's gonna be crazy. Yes.
But there's a whole bunch.
You know what else is coming out in March, which is interesting? Daredevil is coming out in March.
Daredevil, which the trailer looked pretty good.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it looked pretty brutal.
I hope it's as good as the trailer was.
It looks like it has nothing to do with the Born Again
MCU
storyline
or anything,
but yeah, the trailer looked like it could be decent. So
the problem is the damaged. Like, I mean, having Daredevil sleep with She-Hulk was pretty stupid.
yeah,
I didn't watch
but they did way more damage to Kingpin repeatedly.
Yes.
In Echo and in Hawkeye, they completely neutered Kingpin as a character.
Like they're ignoring it, though. I mean,
yeah, that's the
which is what you do, right? That's exactly just ignore it. Just pretend it didn't happen. Nobody watched them anyway, so just ignore it, right? And just because just the overarching just discussion they're having in the trailer, it's like, okay,
yeah, it sounds good.
I love it. So I hope.
I wasn't planning on watching it, but then they announced, "Oh, we're throwing it all away and we're starting from scratch because it wasn't good." And they fired the woke showrunner and rehired the director of the Netflix show. And I was like, I'm liking what I'm hearing. Like, I feel like I have to support it.
Yep, they brought everybody back too. I mean, it made me smile seeing the Foggy and Karen Page, and because those two weren't going to be in the show. It's like, how do you do a Daredevil show without those two?
I think they were going to be dead.
Well, that's even worse. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Wow.
That makes no sense, especially if, like I said, they're not adapting it. But if you are naming it, Born Again, you got to have them in there. Karen plays an integral role in the story.
So right, especially Foggy. Foggy's fucking amazing. So I don't know.
Yeah, the culture has definitely been shifting. It's shifting, but Hollywood is just behind the curve. But talking about culture shifts, Section 31 came out.
Oh god!
And IGN gave them a 2.
IGN gave it a 2. Like, the only reason I know about this is Portal, man.
Wow.
Ugh.
It's bad. I haven't seen it. I've seen clips. Not interested anyway.
IGN a 2.
Their lowest rating ever is an 8.
IGN a 2 from
that's
IGN?
Crazy. Yeah, and IGN is one of the wokest companies there is.
Holy shnikes.
So there's that. There's this. Rings of Power lost 60% of its viewership. Or minutes of its minutes watched for season 2. That's what happens when 60% of people don't finish watching season 1.
Not to go back, but that's also what makes Daredevil look really good. I believe the fight scenes.
Yes.
Like, it's nice to actually have fight scenes that they're not pulling punches and it looks like an actual fight. Like, because half these fantasy shows garbage is you have these sword fighting things and it's like, oh, I'm dodging. It's like, no, just.
Well, Charlie Cox trained.
Oh yeah.
Like
exactly
so much for the TV show.
That used to be par for the course. If you were in an action scene, you trained, you learned how to use a sword or hand-to-hand combat or whatever you're doing.
All of his own stunts, but he did a lot of them.
Yeah,
he did a lot of the choreography himself, and he's fantastic. But there's another one. Oh, have you guys seen the Spider-Man yet?
I keep seeing clicks for it. Yeah,
who is
it looks pretty bad.
Okay, we gotta share the sound. Okay. You guys need to see this, and I only have one question. But so this is the first this is the first minute of the new Spider-Man show, and I saw it, so now you have to.
Are you okay?
This is his origin?
What?
The spider just fell out of the sky?
Yes. Okay, so that's my question. Look, they're in the middle of the street.
What the fuck? It's in the frame. It just falls out of the sky?
Look, they're in the middle of the street in a parking lot. And the spider drops out of the sky. Now look, this has happened to me in real life in a forest. There wasn't anything above me, but there was a spider dangling from a tree, and the wind blew it, and it fell down on me.
Are we saying
this is physically impossible? Look at that.
There's a hole in the building. Are they saying it flew out the building, or like I don't understand?
Look, it paratroops down.
Oh my gosh!
From the sky.
Yeah, it's not even on a trajectory. It just like
Fortnites out of a bus and just lands on Peter Parker, okay? Also, the shading is so garbage that Peter Parker looks like an Arab here.
It looks like he's got mutton chops going.
Yeah.
And move on.
Holy shit.
Okay.
We got.
What is the music, by the way?
Thanks. Yeah, I've been better, but I definitely could have been worse. Midtown, on the other hand.
Yeah.
I hate the animation, by the way.
What's with the animation?
He's a Hasidic Jew, yes. Is that a lady boy? We'll see. We've yet to see. It is not Mary Jane, though. Everyone thought she was going to be Mary Jane. It's not.
That's what they said about Zendaya.
For orientation.
No, she says her name in this clip.
Exactly. It's a what's her face? Is it the other one?
Freshman, huh?
Gwen?
Same.
Yeah,
It's
Gwen
like-
Stacy. No.
It's like Kiki Patiki.
No,
I think her name is. No, I'm. Look,
if anyone would be Betty
it's
Brant.
not hyperbole. Her name is something like Kiki Patiki. Okay, listen. She says it right here.
But I have a feeling we won't be getting assigned classes.
What is wrong
anytime
with her
soon.
mouth?
Yeah, thank you.
This
Look at
was
his
made by people who. Ming Pao. Yeah,
Look at the size of his claw. Look at the size of his hand.
it's gross. It's very gross.
Holy shit!
This wasn't made by animators. This is like just roto. I don't think it's rotoscoped, but it's
AI.
3D animation designed to look like 2D animation. They're just
Whoa.
using 3D assets. They're using it's the worst kind of animation possible.
Wow. Oh my goodness
You're
gracious.
right.
So, you got a name, hero?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm Peter Parker. How about
Hero?
you?
Nice to meet you, Pete. I'm Nika Minoru.
Oh, Mika Minoru. Sorry, I was pretty close with Kiki Patiki, right?
Kiki Patiki is better.
I mean,
Miki-
sure, yeah.
Manaru. What?
Kiko Minoru. I mean, it's a Japanese name.
Is it?
Right.
Okay.
It's not a Spider-Man character.
What?
I just don't like the animation.
It's
Yeah.
horrible.
It's
Yeah.
garbage.
Do you remember the golden age? And this is going back to the best gen. Golden age of American animation. There was this wonderful movie called Treasure Planet.
Yeah.
Oh, so freaking good.
And the animation in that was phenomenal. And we've just gone downhill ever since. And now you know what animation they're trying to copy? They're trying to copy Archer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It
Yeah, but
kinda,
they're
it
bad
kinda
at it.
does.
They're copying Archer, but it's not. Archer is a comedy in this.
Right. It's not a comic
Yeah.
book. Like the Archer is.
Wow.
It's not supposed to be good animation.
That's the point. Yeah, it's
The point, it's crappy animation because the point of it is the comedy, right? The story's funny, so you don't care, right? But people are, it's.
Dude, just
That's
compare it
gross.
to the 80s Spider-Man cartoon, and it's like, it's so much better.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
so much better.
It goes back to the whole it's crazy to me that we're in this state of Hollywood because we have the technology to make things cheaper and easier, but we've lost the skill.
What? Where is that?
We've lost skilled artisans.
Yeah.
Where is that cartoon airing at?
Disney Plus. This is Disney's first Spider-Man.
No, they did Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. That's pretty cool.
Dude, that one's a good one.
My kid likes it.
My kids loved that one.
Spidey and His Amazing Friends. The soundtrack's done by Fall Out Boy, if I remember right.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It rocks. It's very kiddie, you know. It's meant for, you know,
little kids,
3-year-olds. But
it's meant for
Don Bluth, man.
Three to 6
like
year olds.
okay, I know what you're talking about.
Don Bluth was the king of making children cry. What a man, Don Bluth. I love him. He's a scumbag. I love him.
He's my dad.
Yeah, he was good.
He's my father.
Yeah, Fall Out Boy's good. Mark Clark. I'm sorry.
I like Fall Out Boy. I mean, I haven't listened to like the last 20 years of their discography, but
yeah,
they got some good stuff.
I mean, that's what we grew up with. That was our high school. Let's be honest.
Fall Out Boy. Fall Out Boy was great, anyways. I'm
Salty
with you,
City
man.
DM.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Watch out! There may be nude women in there. Either that or
the Alien Earth teaser.
Either that or it's ultra cringe. Oh no, Alien Earth.
This is real. This is from FX.
Yeah, no. He said I saw that too. I asked him about it.
All right.
He sent a message.
You guys want to see it?
Nice.
It's 40 seconds.
Yeah, let's watch it. This will be my last little bit.
I really like the Alien stuffs.
Yeah.
What? You liked Romulus?
I liked Romulus. It's not perfect, and there's things that I didn't like, but I was enjoying myself in the theater, and I liked the Slender Man at the end. I thought it was freaking scary. Steve,
Okay.
I want to hear the okay, yeah, sure.
That's okay. I don't remember any of it. That's part of the problem.
I will preface this by saying I don't understand why they're doing this show. Like, I'm fine with an Alien TV show. What they've said about it is it's a prequel, and it takes place on Earth, which doesn't.
Wait, there's aliens on Earth?
Exactly.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense for a prequel. The plan was always to bring the alien back to Earth, and it just never happened.
If the aliens on Earth were, it's over. Like, pack it up.
Right. Well, the fourth movie ends with them crash landing on Earth. That was and we've yet to see that happen. So
right. So yeah, a prequel doesn't make any sense.
Well, we call the Predators after that, and they come by. Wait, that's Rebel Moon, man. Wrong.
Rebel Moon.
Yeah,
for sure.
What is
the Romulus had the mouth. Oh, that was pretty gross, but I liked it.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
You got to see the reproduction system of the facehuggers, and it was pretty freaking cool. All right, this is Alien Earth. Way too much shaky cam.
Yep, I agree.
I already don't like it. Okay.
Can't tell what the heck that. Oh, we are in. Oh my god. There's a camera on a face.
That's supposed to be a face hugger, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looked very weird.
It looks like we're
perspective, so I don't mind it too much.
This is a POV from the alien, right?
Yeah.
No, it's the face hugger. I think it's like a camera mounted on a face.
Oh, okay. We're a face hugger, not a full,
so.
not a full.
Action.
I'm seeing like
let's
legs.
Watch it and then let's comment on it.
Okay. You got to pause it though, so you don't get taken down.
Yeah, I don't get the perspective. We're floating in the middle of the corridor, but it's supposed to be crawling along the side. But go ahead, continue.
That's why.
We're obviously seeing it through its eyes, right?
Right.
I mean,
right. So
that's why I jumped to Xenomorph, not Facehugger, because then it would make sense why it's floating.
But I think it is a facehugger because you see the
right. So it should be a lot closer to the sides of the chamber, but we're just like floating through the middle.
Well, it opened a door too, which is
right.
containment breach.
Anyways, continue.
The original Alien TV show premise was showing economic disparities, anti-capitalism BS. That was stated in 22. Wonder if they changed it. Gross. Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, and yeah. Okay, it's facehugger. So it wasn't a POV, but it was a camera following the facehugger. That wasn't a bad shot where it goes through the glass. I like that. That's it.
Okay.
I still think Rick and Morty did it better. I just want to touch this wet egg.
Oh, that was a good
Wet
episode.
egg. Don't tell me what to do, but I just want to touch the wet egg. Like, because that's human nature. I mean, when I just I want to touch a wet egg.
Right?
I'll do what I want.
It's so gross, but it's cool looking too.
Yeah.
Curious.
So, I mean, it looks cool. We'll have to check it out more as it goes.
FX can they can produce some good stuff.
They've
yeah, for sure.
They have a better track record than most, so
I agree.
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see. Again, I could give me 35 seconds and I can make freaking anything look cool. I can make anything look badass.
But
it's hard to judge anything on that. Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. The first like 25-second trailer of Wheel of Time, I was pretty stoked for. I was like, this looks awesome.
Well, it's like Last Jedi too, at least for me. I don't know,
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
You that's why I'm very.
This is Corwin's selling point to his wife, by the way. Give me 25 seconds. I can make anything look awesome.
You know what?
But it's one of those. I'm that's why Daredevil scares me a little bit because the trailer's so good. But
yeah,
there's a trailer, right?
Salty. It's all about presentation. I wouldn't try to make Dylan Mulvaney look intelligent. I would take 25 seconds to make it the best comedy show you've ever seen in your life, and I know I can pull that off. Right?
There you go.
Right? It's all about respect.
Oh, we're talking about making Dylan Mulvaney look good. Okay, yeah.
I could make Dylan Mulvaney look good, but it's about perspective. It would not be. It would be more like this is a YouTube channel with a complete disaster of a human being, and just get the best little clips. And people go in thinking, yeah, this person's crazy. And then they go, oh, wow, this person is crazy. Boom. Sold.
There you go.
Sold.
I would watch that. You already sold me just on the pitch.
Right? Boom.
Yeah.
Did they drop a release date on just this summer? Okay. So we don't have a specific date. All right, Corwin's got to go. I want your reaction to two memes. These would be real quick, and then you can leave. This is a real tweet that actually happened, and you gotta give props to J.K. Rowling. She knows how to do a good joke. This was after the Elon Musk Nazi salute. Mm-hmm. And someone was saying, how do you explain this picture, JK? And her response was, in retrospect, I regret taking the meeting. He wanted to collaborate on a kid's version of Mein Kampf, but we couldn't agree on an illustrator. He wanted Eva Braun, but the sample sketches he showed me were garbage.
Dude, what a freaking awesome individual. Just
I like
completely trolling. Yeah, that's so good.
A lot of our politics doesn't align, but she stands
95% of our politics don't align.
Right. I can agree with a lot of things. Like, not agree, but see where she's coming from.
Well,
that she stands for what she believes in, even though the world
hates her.
We all remember the time when she came out and said Dumbledore was gay, and everyone was all the people that now hate her were praising her and saying she was revolutionary. And now, because she sticks to her guns, because she's against certain things of the crazy woke mob, they all think she's steer into the skid.
Yeah, you don't have to agree with her, but you have to admire her tenacity. Like, she's she's unwilling to kowtow.
And this is a combat. This is going into combat, into training. This is what's the best way to get out of an ambush? Does anybody know? Push through the ambush. You don't sit still. Sitting still is the point of the ambush. You have to go. You just got to go through it. And I think she's learned that because she used to defend herself, And now seeing this, she's just like, you know what? Steer into the skid. Like, just, yep, I'm going to go
double
with it. Yeah,
Yep.
double down. And it
Well,
works every time.
Yeah.
Is man, is she gonna lose her shit when the HBO show comes out and it like isn't Harry Potter at all?
Well,
that's what we'll see. We'll see.
The thing with that though is she still has all the rights. She hasn't sold the rights to
Well, I can't believe she hasn't shut it down since like the showrunner hasn't read Harry Potter, isn't interested in telling Harry Potter, and doesn't like Harry Potter.
The word is Snape's gonna be that black guy. So
I'm okay with all that stuff. I don't care about the whole. Most of the time, I don't care about the whole race bending thing. I care about the gender bending thing. That's what I care about. If the actor can pull off a good Snape, good for him. It's going to be really hard to follow the Snape we all know and love. But
it's more that he hasn't read any of the books.
Yeah.
And he said something about like, how dare J.K. Rowling want to keep control of her fucking IP? It's like,
yeah,
it's her IP.
I wonder why. Yeah,
yeah. Wild.
Oh boy.
Anyway.
Nice.
It's okay.
That's a great executive order.
Right?
Thank God. Man.
I never stopped. If I'm being honest.
True. If we're being true. It is sort of a term of endearment, right? I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I used to call my friends retarded all the time.
Yep. Well, we had a brother that was both physically and mentally retarded. So
David, that was you.
Oh, dang it. I keep forgetting, man.
Sick burn. Man, self-owned.
See what I have to put up. You see what I have to put up with. Now, on top of that, now we're dealing with multiple personality disorder.
Yeah, me too.
Jeez.
Well, awesome, gentlemen. Awesome.
It's like Shalon's here. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, Corbin, you got to go?
Yep, I've got to bounce, my friend.
All right, Corbin. It was great to see you again.
Yep.
Good to meet you.
You got to watch Severance, man. It's been fantastic.
Oh,
fantastic.
Dude, Severance is.
But
Severance
more than that,
good.
you got to read. You got to read Dungeon Crawler Girl.
Yeah,
I actually just looked up on Amazon. I've got it on my tabs right up here as we speak.
Nice.
So,
like reading, it's fun, but the audiobook, like the narrator,
dude,
he adds so
good.
It's like listening to a radio drama. Like he adds so much to
another
it.
level, and it's all one guy.
And he does all of the voices, and there are lots of voices, and it's you're like, and then you see a picture of the guy.
Characters, and you're like, how did you pull this off? Wow. Yeah, it's good.
An audio
really good.
All right. Maybe because I don't usually listen to audiobooks, but maybe I can figure it out.
Yeah,
it is well worth it.
It's crazy though, because like the main character is like the most masculine, like manly. Oh, this guy's awesome voice of all time. And then you see a picture of the narrator, and he's this Asian guy, and you're like,
yeah.
How did you do that? How did you do that? He's this dorky nerd, and it's so funny.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get it here in the next. I'll get it here this upcoming week and see if I can take books up to work, no problem. But I might have some trouble trying to get that stuff. So I'll see what I can do, and we'll go from there.
Super good.
Okay.
Thanks for tuning in, man. It's good to see you again.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Now
Samantha's great, by the way. Yes, Samantha's awesome.
Samantha's fantastic. What a great character. I hate that Samantha is a compelling character.
Everyone, every single. I don't know how he does it. It's a blow up head. It's a blow up sex doll head, and she's great.
Yeah.
How?
David.
I don't know that character yet.
That's book 4, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah. So book 4. Yeah. Book 4. You'll meet Samantha. Yeah.
She's nice. She's great.
I love. Shoot! I just forgot her name.
Kiki Makiki? Or no?
Kiki Makiki. No, the Katya. Yeah. Katya's great.
Katya's fantastic. Yeah. Like I don't know. It's still amazing to me just his ability to have all kinds of different characters, main characters that don't mean anything. You care about them or you hate them, and then He is literally the master of getting rid of villains at the right time. Like I am convinced. I don't know that anybody has done it better, in my opinion. Having a villain do a villain arc and then eliminating them at the right time. He's done it like countless times. It's just like, he's
unafraid to kill his darlings too. Like he kills off characters left and right. And
well,
you're like, oh, I like that. I like that one.
Yeah. What's her name? Like it's in the first third of the book. Like one of the leading crawlers gets fucking exploded. I forget her name.
That's book 2. Yeah. Or book book 3.
That's book 3. It just happened. It was
Tangle, right? What's her name?
Helga. Yeah.
Just completely unexpected. Just
that was very unexpected. Came out of nowhere. Like, well, I mean, it didn't come out of nowhere, but
we don't want to. We don't want to spoil David, so we can't bring that up.
What are you talking about? Helga, yeah.
Helga.
What have you read 7, Mark? Because that could be spoilers. Because otherwise, I'm fine with Katya. Katya's great. I don't Katya. Katya. I know what she's talking about.
I think he's talking about book 5.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Batista is a champ, by the way. What Batista?
Batista's great, yeah.
He's the best.
There's not a character I don't like. Even the bad ones they're they're enjoyable to read, and they're really good villains. And he immediately makes you hate people and immediately makes you love people. Just in book 6, there's these random characters. They're around for like 2 chapters, and you instantly love them. And then some of them die, and you're like, that sucks.
Well, and Sister...
And then some of them worse than die, and you're like, that really sucks.
I'm going to have to read 6 again, just because so much happens in 6 before we talk about it, so I might have to... I just finished full...
It's been so much has happened.
What's her name? Sister Inez, right?
Sister Inez, yes.
Yeah, so she's a brand new character, and
her 2 sidekicks, too.
Her whole backstory is interesting, and...
There's a fantastic twist.
There's so many hints, and it's like a double twist.
Yes.
Like it's like okay. So yeah, sorry, going down a weird rabbit hole. We're not talking about here.
Yeah, it was really good. I liked the first 2 books. The second one was not as good as the first one, but still enjoyable, I guess. And then the third one, it was just fantastic.
Book 2 is very enjoyable. Its only downfall is it feels like 2 books squished together.
Yeah, the first half of it is
there's 2 sections. There's 2 sections of book 2.
Didn't like the first half of the second book.
There's 2 sections of book 2 that feel disjointed.
Yeah.
Never trust
it's all fun stuff, but it feels like side quests. And it's not like the overarching arc of book 2 is not as solid as any of the other books.
Yeah, but book 3 is absolutely fantastic. The character development is amazing. I love where they're going with all this.
5 is the best. And
so good.
So good.
I look forward to it. I can read 4 now.
4 was really, really good, though.
Yeah. Well, that's the craziest thing about the series. You say 5 is the best, and that seems to be widely the agreed upon. 5 is the best book, but 6, 4, and 3 are all so good.
He said, Matt Dinneman said book 3 is his favorite, and I was like, I agreed with you 100% until I read book 5.
I think that's where he's like getting his stride. So I could see why that's sort of like. I think he figures out what the book is.
Exactly. 3 is when things actually start to happen that I was hoping would happen in books 1 and 2. You know,
book 3, I think he's got 1 and 2. He's figured out his style. He knows what the characters are, and he's just like.
Top of that, it's a perfect arc. Like it's self-contained. It's It's great.
It's so good.
I agree. How many books are supposed to be in the series?
That's the thing. He's legally obligated to make 10.
Yeah.
Probably going to do more.
I hope. He should do a comic book.
Heck yeah.
We should do
he should a comic book would be amazing.
Just do a graphic novel.
For sure.
There was a Kickstarter I missed, and I was so sad. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it.
There's a DCC Kickstarter?
Yeah, way back before I had even heard the series. There was I think it was for the first hardcover. He did it. I think.
Okay.
No, well, at least the new hardcovers there.
What it was for? I'm pretty sure. I know there's one. but I forget what exactly it was for.
Because the reason that the hardcovers exist is
might have been
because
on
of his
Indiegogo.
publication. Okay, he started his own hardcover for book 1.
Okay, so it wasn't wrong. Okay, because there was all
but
kinds
that's
of
not
swag.
that's not the mainstream
editions,
hardcovers.
I mean,
the,
I feel
the
like
trade
there-
hardcovers.
Yeah, I feel like there was some swag items, and I'm
Ooh.
like, dang it.
That's
and,
that's a awesome artwork on there though
Yeah.
for the first one. I
yeah,
love
there you
that.
go. Yeah.
I wonder if he's gonna
late
keep
back it, yeah.
going with these now that he's got a trade hardback,
He should. Why not? Full color.
and just make these special editions, right?
So what would
That's a
illustration?
danger.
And oh, there's cards. That's right.
Oh, he did cards.
Well, that was a stretch goal right there. Go down to the 250,000. Like there's a stretch. Keep going down. Keep going down. Nope. Go down. Wait, maybe it was 350. There it is. 10 NPC item cards, 2 spot illustrations, full page
Yeah.
illustrations.
He's got to sell.
350 didn't get unlocked though.
Is he underwear though? Is he selling underwear,
Enamel
too?
Yes,
pins?
it is. It is.
Oh, it's a
God.
pin.
I want to buy Carl merch, man. That's my new merch thing instead of Stormlight.
Yeah, he's got boxers merch. That's hilarious.
Well, there's
Dude,
there's so many things that you could merchandise too. Like you could literally
Right.
just you could literally just sell the cards from book 6.
I wonder if this is shipped.
I would collect all of them.
Is it shipped? I wonder if because like there you go. Are those actual real
Yeah.
boxes? I get them.
Real boxers. Look, we're Mormons and we have our own magic underwear, and I'd still wear those. I'd wear them over on the outside, you know. Key reward.
Yeah. So I got to keep an eye on Kickstarter, see if he does another one. So
Oh, there was 2
Oh man,
editions.
some of these.
yeah, sell all my Stormlight shit and.
Oh, okay. I was thinking that was the back, but no, there was two different editions. You could get the.
Yeah, so
on
I'm looking at the
shaded
updates
one.
on the Kickstarter. A lot of them are for backers only, so you can't see them. But update 15 actually shows some of these cards,
Oh no way!
the front and the backs of.
I wonder if
This
I
how it
was.
works.
I love.
So,
Well, hold on. When did this end?
still working on it.
I just think it's so funny
23, I think it ended.
with that we said,
late
oh,
back-
this happened before I heard of the show. This happened last year, before I'd even heard of the books.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no,
I forget how new we are to the series.
I just missed it.
I started reading these books 3 months ago.
Yeah, and we're already huge fans. It's awesome. I love it.
Said 15.
When
Oh,
was the first one
okay.
published? I thought the first one was in like 2002
I think
or
20.
something, right?
No, it's been
It's like
it's
21?
been 5 years. So I think 20.
Is it 2000? 2020?
You can wear them. I can wear them on laundry day, maybe.
There
man.
you go.
YouTube censored you for saying a naughty word, Aldan. It wasn't me, but Mongo is appalled for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Mongo's appalled.
Mongo's great.
Yeah, those look. I wish I could make those bigger.
Late back.
Control shift or control mouse wheel. You can zoom in a little bit. But yeah.
Dude,
it's just a sneak.
Dude,
It's
I
not very low.
I stick all those on my wall, man. God, blurp, motherfucker. Oh,
Was
my
that
God.
yeah, right? It comes in a little collector's box. So are these cards, are they in universe things for
These
collectible
ones,
card game in the book series, or
I don't think that's what these are.
Maybe. Hold on. Can you zoom in? Is Uzi Jesus there? Because if it is,
No, there's no Uzi
Right.
Jesus. So I think this is before book 6.
Oh, okay.
Book 6, because you know how every floor is different. Every floor's got a theme. Book 6 is Pokemon.
You haven't got to Lazarus the Bang Bang, have you?
No, not yet.
Oh god.
But I think I finally know what character maybe does Lazarus a bang bang.
Lazarus a Bang Bang.
Because you guys won't shut up about it.
Lazarus a Bang Bang is so good, bro. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's fucking good.
They're
Well,
very
it's Pokemon,
fun.
but another level, right? Like, have they combined anything yet? Have they got there yet?
Yeah, it's not quite Pokemon, but
Yeah. Oh god.
yeah, he's calling them. He's not calling them Takai cards here. So I think
I
this
just
is
wanna
before.
know,
I think this is before Book 6 came out.
If I buy the $25 book, do I get the stretch goals? That's all I want to know.
Oh, you can
says
back
you
it.
can late back it,
You
yeah.
can late back it right now, yeah. So if I buy the book, do I get
Maybe.
everything? It doesn't look
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a backer pledge level without the book.
It looks like double book bundle gets you the item card and NPC card, so I think it's 125.
Well, you can.
There's probably also an
depends,
add-on,
yeah.
right?
There-
So if you go
exactly.
pledge 25,
Yeah, because the cards would be cool to have.
If you don't have an account with
I
that's,
do.
that's the
Unfortunately,
pledge manager. Gotcha.
where's the pledge manager? It might be different.
This is the pledge manager. It's his own. He's got his own pledge manager.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's on his site.
There's usually add-on options after you
see.
pledge the base thing.
Yeah.
no, it looks like
Those might be laid out on the main Kickstarter page, but
Yeah, or the cards might not be add-ons either. It might just be included. So
right.
Okay, yeah, there's $10 for the cards.
oh, it's an add-on. Yeah.
Yeah, go click on rewards, campaign rewards, FAQ. No, back on the main page.
Oh my gosh, there's a Carl Sandy and a big.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, those are add-ons.
Wow.
They're like D&D minis.
Yeah,
There's
but
a
standees, they're
Murder
acrylic
Sandy,
standees.
There's a Mordecai Sandy. Danger Dingo. Oh my god.
Die in a future book. Nice. Fantastic.
that's
survive in a future book.
Wait, where is this? Sorry.
If you
back
if you
$777, you can be in one of his books and survive.
if
And
you
in-
do
in
666,
And you can die in one
you
of his
can be
books.
killed off
That's
in one.
good.
6
That's
people
good.
bought it. 11 people, man.
Dude,
Double book bundle.
I wish I had money to do that. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Where are the add-ons you're talking about? Okay.
Yeah, you
Optional
gotta go to
add-ons.
the
Yeah,
page.
the
Yeah.
standee for playing Dungeon Crawler D&D. A Danger Dingo. Is that a plushie?
No, it's
Maybe.
a standee.
It's probably a
Standee.
standee,
It
but
just doesn't say standee, so
doesn't have
Yeah,
a
if you,
picture
if
either.
you like,
so.
if you pledge it, it brings
Goodness,
you.
there's a lot of add-ons.
these are all repeating.
Oh, those are.
This
yeah,
just shows what's
got it.
included in each bundle, but yeah. You have to go to the pledge to see all of the add-ons, I guess.
Gotcha. Well, that's cool.
Dude, all this. Oh my goodness gracious! So it looks like all the standees are only add-ons anyway. So I just buy those. Fuck.
I wish I knew about this before. I would love to get this version of the book signed by him instead of the.
That would've been
I don't really like the cover of the
Really? I love
mass
them.
market one.
I like the minimalist stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
If only we had Survive in a book money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Oh, good lord. I wish I had. Yeah, the Carl standee is cool as heck. So good.
Yeah, I hope he keeps doing these with the
I hope so too.
just a special edition.
The more
hardback,
money
hardcover.
this man can make, the better.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to find some money to support him because,
On that note, hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, subscribing.
So if you're a channel member, give us
Where's membership
money so we
at?
can buy this stuff, okay?
Come on, where are all the members at?
Is it-
Let's get going.
Yeah, they're so fun. Anyway, we're supposed to get news on the adaptation soon, so that's what he said.
There's
That's
going
what
to be
he
a
said to
Dungeon
me.
Crawler adaptation.
Yeah, where have you been?
I
It's
Under a rock, dude. I've only started
Harlan
reading these
optioned it
2 months ago.
Seth MacFarlane opted it. So
Yeah, it's being Seth MacFarlane showrunner.
Okay.
He's cast himself
Interesting.
as Dungeon Crawler Carl.
wait,
Okay.
Seth
No,
MacFarlane
just
is going to be Carl? Oh,
I mean, I wouldn't complain.
It would be hilarious. It would be
actually
hilarious.
Right? Yeah.
Hey, honestly, I don't think he'd do a terrible job. I think he's a little bit too old for the role.
I think he'd be okay. I think he'd be all right.
He's like 50 now, isn't he? 50 something.
I think he'd be all right.
I don't think it would be the worst casting. I would prefer someone. I would prefer.
Younger.
I think
Chris Pratt would be a good job. I think.
no.
Prettier.
Okay.
I
He'd be
think
way
Chris
too
Pratt would be-
expensive.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I think my ideal casting is
Marcus Rutherford.
John Bernthal. I think John Bernthal
Yeah,
is
he
perfect.
can do it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a little ruggedly handsome. Absolutely.
But yeah, but Carl doesn't need to be drop dead gorgeous. He just needs to be.
I agree.
He just needs to kick butt.
Yeah.
I agree. No, I agree.
Even that. Okay. Well,
John
and
Bernthal fits. Yeah.
John Bernthal's 48 years old, so I guess my comments
How
about
old is Carl? Carl's not young. He's no spring chicken. So
right, but he's not like 60. Yeah.
well, yeah, but neither is John.
He's not as
Bernthal.
old as you.
What about
Yeah.
Carl, like from The Walking Dead?
No.
The kid, or the
What
main
about Rick-
the
what
you mean
about
the
Rick
main
Grimes?
guy?
Yeah.
You mean the dad?
What about Rick Grimes, the guy that thought he had a career after Walking Dead, so he quit Walking Dead and then
Yeah.
no movie ever?
All right. Seth MacFarlane's 51. Rick Grimes.
How about Josh?
Rick Grimes is he's a little skinny
What about
for
Josh?
my vision of Carl. Right, he needs to,
He needs
Yeah,
to have
maybe-
some girth. Yeah.
but he could bulk up. I could see Andrew Lincoln. That's his name.
Yeah, that's his name.
I could see Andrew Lincoln bulking up. I don't think that would be a horrible choice. His face is kind of too nice though for Carl for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too lovable. He needs to be a little bit dark,
No,
a
not
little
Henry
bit dirty.
Cavill. Henry Cavill's not the answer. I love Henry Cavill, but he's not the answer to everything.
Yeah, I think he's
I
wrong
love
for
him.
Carl.
I love Henry Cavill, but it's not.
When you said Chris Pratt, I didn't hate it. He'd be way too expensive. There's no way to cast him, right?
Yeah, true.
But my gut reaction was, ooh, no. And then I thought about it. I was like, actually, that wouldn't be terrible.
No, it'd be all right. But he do it unless
Shazam is Zachary Levi. I think he's too skinny.
I love Zachary Levi. No, he's bulked up, dude. I love Zachary Levi. He's also too nice for the role.
Yeah.
He had perpetual baby face, which he's grown out of now, but he's still. I've never seen him frown, ever. Well, okay. With the beard though, he's rocks a beard now. I could see that. I could see Zachary Levi.
Well,
I haven't seen him with a beard.
There's one person we have not said yet, okay, and he's in every show. Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal.
No, hell no. Please, no. Oh man.
I thought you were going to say Patton Oswalt.
Hell no! Oh my god.
But yeah, Pedro Pascal would be.
Well, if we're going for voice, we could cast John Hamm, but I think he's too old.
Too old, I think. Yeah.
But he would match the voice that he's got in the audiobook, you know.
Yeah, that would be a good vocal match.
Yeah.
He would also be way too expensive.
Oh, yes, agreed.
Dude, what about Shia LaBeouf?
You know what? He hasn't been in anything in a while, has he?
No. He was actually, honestly, he was in a movie recently that I watched. He was in Peanut Butter Falcon. Is phenomenal.
It was good. Look, I laugh. Shia LaBeouf is a great actor. He just got too famous too fast. And
yeah, no, I agree.
You know who I would take?
His voice, his face is a little too round. I think
You know who I'd take?
I think he needs to have a wider jaw.
You know who I'd take before Shia LaBeouf? I'd take Frankie Muniz.
I haven't seen him around.
Okay. Again, a little more baby faced.
Yeah, he used to be like he doesn't have a lot of pictures on the internet now because he stopped making movies. But look at that.
Okay.
That's not. Come on.
Maybe. I don't know. Again,
He's a family man now.
I think in a wider
look
job
at that. Look
would
at
be
that.
better, but
He doesn't. His jaw line's a little weak. But like you're thinking of this Frankie Muniz, right?
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
You're thinking of this Frankie Muniz, and you need to think. That's not bad.
We're just
I mean,
going with
yeah.
right?
Can we
work.
get Agent
could
Cody
work.
Banks 3, please? Okay?
Yeah.
What about Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
He's skinny.
Ooh.
If he bulked up, I wouldn't hate it.
Again,
That's
probably
also
too expensive again.
yeah.
Too expensive now. Yeah.
He would need to cut his hair for sure.
That could work. I think that could really work. I like Joseph
Zach, it is.
Gordon-Levitt in that role.
I don't hate Zachary Levi casting anymore. But
Yeah, I don't know. There's
Anyway.
a lot of potentials. There's a lot of potential. Yeah.
Anyway,
point of the story
or
is
or just a complete unknown. Sometimes that's the way to go.
yeah.
that's true.
I mean, I would be A-okay with Zachary Levi. But the point of the story is Severance is great.
Yeah.
True. Big true.
Did you guys notice how literally everything we talked about last week was addressed?
Yep. I was amazed.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
So happy the whole time. Yes.
This episode was amazing for the simple fact of it's exactly what we thought it was going to be. It went from being downstairs the whole time to being upstairs the whole time.
Yeah.
Answering every single fucking question we had. It's like, holy shit. Like, this is a mystery box show that's just straight up episode of answers. It's like,
They literally brought up, look, there's an excuse. We need Mark to come back. And we're like, that's what we were saying. They have to need him. Otherwise, it makes no sense.
Cold Harbor confirmed. What the hell is Cold Harbor?
Cold Harbor. Okay, so here's so
Oh, yeah, so sorry.
the theory behind Cold Harbor is
this
Cold-
your theory,
Cold-
or are you reading actual theories
the
online?
reason why it needs to be Mark specifically, because they were okay with firing the rest of his team. It has to be specifically Mark because it's connected to him. Cold Harbor, cold case, cold corpse. It's his wife.
Yeah.
They're mapping the human brain. They're trying either to clone it or to resurrect his wife, right? And maybe the current version of his wife is a clone that didn't work perfectly, right? And so, they're trying to map the human brain.
Or she's.
I still think it's aliens.
Or something.
I still think it's aliens, but they're trying to map the human brain. Cold Harbor. We don't know how his wife died, but we know that he was able to ID the body, maybe because she was frozen. Maybe she crashed into a lake and got cold in the harbor.
I thought they did they say it was a car accident? I may be making
There was a car involved, I think, is what they said.
I don't remember any details about his wife.
Oh, Aldan, go away.
dying.
Go away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really good. Just the fact is like they're still dabbling a few questions in there, but just the fact that this whole episode was basically just confirming things that you were thinking in the first episode. It's just like, holy moly!
And it was so smart to do
Dead wife, clone,
like you said, opposite how everything is.
Yeah, I was hoping that's what they do.
Rehashing the entire first episode from a different perspective. It was brilliant.
I like the
very
clone
well done
too. It was nice. We got a little recap from each of them.
And technically, the show, there is no time jump between seasons. The show literally shows you everything that has happened.
Everybody, the innies are all being lied to. Just explicit. You guys are all famous on the outside. It's like
it's been 3 days.
Yeah.
It's been 3 days.
Such a mind fucking.
My absolute favorite scene was the guy getting fired. 3 days of work. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna sue. And I'm like, yes, we got to see him again. And they all got fired. Well, at least he did. Maybe the other ones got.
And what a brilliant, because you're sort of wondering, right? Like how much time is, and just what a brilliant way to just address how long it's been. Because it of course he'd be pissed. He's up for, it's like 3 days, you motherfucker. It's like, dude, it just, there's no wondering. It's just like perfect.
The new intro is fantastic too.
Yeah.
And I think there's hints about.
I didn't even watch it.
I think there's hints about wife falling in the ice in that intro as well. Which is
okay. I'll have to rewatch that.
I gotta watch it
with that in mind.
It's wonderful.
The intro is fantastic. The first one from episode 1
was great.
Season 1 was great too, but this one is
too vague. This one's like hinting stuff like, oh, I think I need to pay attention to the intro. I think it's trying to tell me something. There's ice symbolism around Kier's head. Kier's head was frozen. Could be Kier's Disney. Sure, okay.
Yeah.
Dylan walks out of Kier's head.
His wife could be the trial run before they actually thaw Kier.
Kier's coming back. Yeah. See?
Duplicate his consciousness or whatever.
I love it. I love how the intro ends with him peeling the back of his head open. It's so cool.
Yeah.
The theme is so good too. Anytime it kicks
it's
in, you're just like
yeah, that shot, especially with the hands prying out from behind his mind, it's like the innie trying to escape to the outside.
Yeah, we all got this.
It's great. I love it.
We all got the symbolism, David.
Sweet.
No need to mansplain to us.
All right. But yeah, I really liked it. I thought I took some notes because there was something I wanted to bring up, but I did not take the notes that I thought I did. So,
this is head and eyes. Can we talk about black guy? What's his name?
Mr. Milchick. Yeah. Right.
I thought that was the woman. Was Milchick?
No, that's Cobell.
Cobell, right? Okay, Milchick. Yeah. Fantastic actor, Mr. Milchick.
So good. So good.
Tremel Tillman. He is so good at just being a scumbag.
Yeah, and just acting like being a weirdo. Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
I mean, there's the scenes in season 1 where he's like dancing with them in the dance party.
Yes, milkshake. Oh boy.
Any wins when they reintegrate one of your personalities can overtake the other. Oh, if I think we've already seen it in season 1, the reintegration.
Reintegration is going to be
interesting. Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be like two personalities and the wolf that you feed is the one that wins, right?
Right.
It's I think it's you just become the same person and you have to deal with it's like
But then there was also one shot that if you blink and you miss it this episode where it showed Christopher Walken who was watching
yeah.
He was talking. Did you hear the audio too of what's his face talking in the phone booth?
Yeah.
John Turuno.
Yeah, he said something about
Turturro. He says, "My innie got the message."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming
what is going on.
He's talking about the the elevator pictures that he's been drawing in his apartment. His innie got the message that there's something significant about that down elevator that
is that what it is?
His wife went to. I'm assuming.
Well, I don't know because like they haven't seen that door, right? So I don't know if that's specifically the message or not. They don't, right?
Well, he's a spy. Okay, so his Audi is a spy. He gets a job at Lumen to try and get answers.
Yes.
And he's apparently trying to send messages to his innie. And I think the message was the painting. I don't know how he would know that his innie is going to do an escape.
Well, because he,
I don't know, but I really want to know.
yeah. I think he just knows that he was taken over because his innie,
What new girl?
went to go see Christopher Walken or whatever. The new girl that they substituted. I hope we get to see more of her, man.
With the secretary?
From no, the one
Arrested Development,
the chick from
Jack?
Arrested Development, yeah.
Oh,
One of the substitutes for their team.
Okay. The beta fish, if you put them together, one kills the other. Right, that might just be taking the metaphor too far, right? Metaphors are not perfect. That could just be symbolism, not like dictating how the rules work. It kind of looked like when PD got reintegrated, he just becomes both people, right? You obtain both memories, you obtain both emotions.
And then your brain has to reconcile those. Yeah.
I think...
But yeah, there was that one shot. I think it was when he was on the phone that Christopher Walken was watching him from his car or something.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what that's about either, but I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Irving is using his Navy watch to communicate with his outie. I believe that's how he knew about the hallway.
Except for they're supposed to swatch.
Yeah, but it's a visual thing, though. Like his outie is painting something he's seen. There's no way you can communicate that much information. You can communicate words. You can't communicate visuals.
Season 1, Irving was completely okay with just working. In fact, he was like...
The innie. I think he's been trying to contact the innie this whole time, and this is the first time it's worked.
Yeah, because
I agree.
He was just completely content. He was following Kier's message, and he was seemed like the perfect worker in season 1, right? He was just
he's the one that keeps insisting to go to the perpetuity wing. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think this is
the message. The message was making that painting in case the outie ever escaped, he could see it. I don't know how he would know that.
Yes, I agree. I think that was the message too.
I love it's becoming like a spy thriller now.
It kind of is, yeah. And I'm loving it. I also like that they kept my potential theory alive.
The theory is confirmed that they want you to think that that's the theory.
Which one are we talking about?
We don't know if Helen B is Helen B or Helena.
Yeah. Well,
they tease you. They're like, hey, they give you even more reason. Hey, she starts watching the footage and she likes it. Ooh, she gets jealous of her innie.
Yes,
and she wants to go. She wants to kiss Marky Mark.
Yeah, it's very interesting. That
she starts crying. What? Yeah. She's never. Her father is a beehole who never shows her emotion or love, and she sees her innie finds love in this environment, and maybe she wants a little taste. She wants a little taste of that Adam Scott.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
And of course, it doesn't show her inside the elevator, which would confirm if she's switching when she goes down. But
yeah, exactly. So I think I like that. If it either way, I think it's interesting that they're keeping both.
Right. They obviously want you to think that, and they don't want to tell you the answer.
Right.
Which is great. Keep doing that.
Who wants to work at Great Doors?
Great Doors.
Oh, dude, that was good. That was a great.
The pun was so good too. You mean a door prize?
Tell me, what's your favorite door?
It's my favorite part about this show is that the outside world is just as bizarre as inside of Lumen. They're like, since I was little, I always knew my passion was door. When? I think it was 5, right? What kind of door would you be?
What kind
of door? Would be a
pocket door.
A pocket door, so that I'm useful. But so that I could be useful, but then also out of the way. Or what was his? It was something like that. It was.
He could retreat into himself or something like that. It's like
semi-gloss.
Wow.
Semi-gloss.
my type of guy. Yeah, Cinderglass.
Oh!
I love.
Yeah, that was
great
a
doors.
fantastic
Great
scene.
doors. Him,
That's so good.
the way he talks to his wife too on the phone.
Yeah. Can you
Read the room. If it was good news, I would have answered. I love his character.
Dude, what is up with Miss Cobell?
Has this guy been in anything before?
Dude, I don't know.
This is the first thing I've seen him in because he's phenomenal. Oh, he was in the Fallout TV show.
Oh yes, yeah, I remember.
Who's he in Fallout?
He was just one of the guys.
He was like a shopkeeper.
No, he was in the shelter. He was in the first shelter.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal.
Yeah, he's really good.
I want to see him in everything now. If we could see Zach Cherry, what a great name! If we could see Zach Cherry in as many films as Aquafina, I'd be happy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 Okay,
there's no
bunch
reason
of comments.
Aquafina is as popular as she is. She's
Nepotism,
anyway. Let's not get on that,
baby.
But yeah,
how does he know what to
absolutely
paint? Yeah, that's the
fantastic.
problem. Like, it can't. That's not something that could be communicated over. I like your idea. I think maybe he's trying to send him. Maybe the Audi is trying to send him messages with the watch. Sure. I meant the girl that substitutes milkshake.
I think we're talking.
The little girl.
We're talking about Mark's daughter.
Mark's daughter, right?
Yeah. That's why
I like her.
We're all assuming she's Mark's daughter.
I mean, that would be a fun reveal.
That would be very
interesting.
Interesting, yeah, and a very satisfying reveal too, especially if we.
I get that. I just don't see. I don't
like
know how
her
you communicate a visual, right? You can communicate words, but not a visual like that.
Well, maybe his Audi is partially integrated, or they have some sort of method of tapping into.
Well, don't they make him take off his watch too, and like?
Right.
Right, but you
have to take off everything.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, not that the guard's the greatest, but like, you're meant to believe like notes can't even be sent out through pockets. So how is he keeping his watch on if you have to change out all your wardrobe? So I don't know.
I don't. Yeah.
Dylan. Who's Dylan? Who are we talking about here? The guy looked just like Dylan. Oh, Dylan is Zach Cherry's character. Okay.
Yeah. He was talking about the Great Doors manager that was in. They look very similar.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the other question I had too was that Miss Cobell was neighbors with Mark, right?
Right.
And it looked like what's his bucket? Irving knew Mr. Milchek outside, like in Audi, because he came by when he came by to fire him. He's like, "Hey, Mr. Milchek, what's up?"
Sorry, who knew Milchek?
Irving. Yeah. Well, don't they all know him? I mean, I thought he was
right. Well, he's like he hires them,
guy?
Okay.
Yeah, he's like their liaison inside and like he's like their boss inside and then like liaison for the Audis, right?
Yeah, not everyone on the severed floor is severed. The bosses have we've seen them go in and out, right?
Right. But it wasn't clear that they knew each other outside. But that makes sense if he's the recruiter guy.
I don't see how she's Mark's daughter. It happened 2 years ago. I think wife was pregnant when she goes into when she crashes into a lake. And it's a clone of the fetus.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
And I think they know how to do human cloning, but they don't know how to clone the brain. Okay, that's what that's what Severance is for. They're trying to figure out how to do the brain because they can create a mindless slave.
Well, I mean,
you don't want to resurrect Kier and have him be a mindless. You want his brilliance.
So what? Right. So is that where the sheep, the cloning theory? Because it got all the sheep there.
Goats. Why you can't take them? They're not ready yet.
Yeah. So I'm not sure why what they need to be ready for. But it would make sense that they're just cloning sheep or goats, right? I mean,
Because the sheep was the first thing we cloned, right?
Unless they're
Yeah.
cutting open their brains to look at them or something.
At least that they let us know about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm a clone. Oops.
They're using the goats for their brains. I think that's a bit of a stretch. I don't know about that.
Well, there's a whole bunch of weird, unexplained. Like it could still be devil worshipping crap
The
too.
goats
But...
are Kier's love slaves. Like we've seen,
Oh
like,
my God.
but we've seen anthropomorphized goats in like the murals and stuff, right?
Well, it's like why? It's like I don't know. Like there's so much. Like so, you have the weird dance pancake party at the end of season 1. Like if it's all about Mark, why do those things exist?
Well, we got to keep up morale, you know.
Well,
I don't think
why
it's-
is it so
but-
weird? Why is it a weird dance party with giant paper mache heads of a goat and weird old people? Like, why? It's so weird.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Very weird. I don't either.
What does that mean? I don't know. Yeah.
You got me on that one.
Yeah.
I really like the conversation with Mark and his sister and brother-in-law. They're trying to figure out what's going on, and his brother-in-law is like, so that my book was very helpful to your innie. That was inspirational. It's like,
Oh my goodness, the brother-in-law
it's so good, man.
is such a good character. He's so self-centered.
It's crazy.
Rickon. What a horrible name.
And then
Yeah,
you have,
Mark is important, but it's not all about him. I agree.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm curious what the hell all that symbolism is about. But then you get big weird guy from evil guy. I forget his name, with the frolic tattoo on his hand. I don't know if he spying on them in the coffee shop, listening to their conversation.
Oh yeah.
That dude always plays a great villain in whatever he's in. Great weirdo. So that was cool.
Yeah, I
seeing
can't
him
remember
on
who the
board.
actor is. Yeah, I love it's.
He's got that weird deep voice.
His sister's doing good work too, right? With like she's all of a sudden on board because she thinks his wife's alive. Her name is Devon, right? But is it just a joke when he tells her name is Persephone? Or is it clever? Is it a joke that's also double meaning symbolism? Because the entire story is just the Iliad. Persephone was not cursed, but doomed to spend half of her time on Olympus and half of her time in the underworld.
Yeah, with Hades.
And what's the underworld story there? It's Orpheus or Orpheus. It's Orifice. That's the wrong one. Trying to save his wife from the underworld. Right?
Interesting.
Yeah. I think it's a accelerated clone of a dead fetus.
If you start getting into clones, there's all like if we're talking clones and stuff like that, and even maybe aliens, accelerated growth hormone isn't that far off. But
yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
Orpheus, yeah.
It's just a weird. It's too coincidental. She looks a lot like. I mean, why is she there? She is the same ethnicity as his wife. She has a lot of similarities to his wife. Why is a 14-year-old girl a secretary on the severed floor?
Right.
A lot of weird stuff going on with her.
Yeah, I agree.
I think she is Cerebrus. Okay.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know if that's meant to be a one-to-one analogy or whatever, but I definitely think that's probably a hidden Easter egg.
How do you pronounce Orpheus's wife's name? I've always struggled with that one. It's Eurydice? I don't know.
Dude, I haven't read the Iliad since high school.
I don't remember.
It's Euryddice. Cerberus. I said it wrong. I said Cerebrus. Cerberus,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, I need to reread the
Eurydice?
Iliad as well.
I don't know. Yeah, it's been a long time since I read both of those. And let's be honest, I spark notes both of those.
Look,
Yeah.
all I know, and I need to go back and see if there's any like Cyclops symbolism in any of the murals. What's the other one? It's the Iliad and the Odyssey.
The Odyssey,
Sorry.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Which we're
They're
getting.
both Homer, okay?
Yeah. What is it? Christopher Nolan's doing the Odyssey. So
Look, I just know if a giant horse shows up at Lumen, my theory is confirmed, okay?
There's a Trojan horse.
What's this? What's this horse? You can't bring a horse to work. It's just a horse. Oh, okay. Let's bring it inside the severed floor. And then out pops. I would hope that it's
The brother-in-law?
yeah, Rickon.
Yeah,
Rickon pops
Rickon.
out of the horse. And then he becomes the new Kier. He becomes worshipped as a god on the severed floor.
Okay, this is sounding a lot more like a plot line of
Rickon Hail.
Raised by Wolves or something. As a different show.
Dude, if we could get a snake baby, I would be happy. Snake baby.
And I thought you wanted to be aliens.
It could be an alien snake baby.
Raised by Wolves is aliens. It was an alien snake baby. Okay?
No, I'm talking about this. If it's the Odyssey, how is it alien? Or if it's the Iliad, how's it? Wouldn't that?
Well,
make it more of a-
maybe the Odyssey was written by aliens. Maybe that's why it's
so gods are
ingrained in
aliens?
human
Is that what
culture.
it is?
Yeah. It's what?
Gods are aliens, like us. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Gods are just like us. They're aliens. Oh, sorry.
Yes. The god myth. It's just aliens. Yeah, you'd have to be real dumb to believe in God.
So does that make Kier Odysseus?
Mhm.
Or does that make Mark Odysseus?
Kier is the entire city of Troy, I think.
Apparently, how you pronounce it is Eurydice.
Eurydice? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even
That's
close
not
to
how
what I was doing in my head.
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
Sounds Greek though when you say it that way.
And what's going on with Helena's dad? Like, she's always just like this haunted, like, I don't know. The actor does a good job of being ultra weird. Helena's dad,
Helena's dad, the CEO or whatever he is,
you know, who's pissed off at her and comes in and it's like, looks at her like, and you're like, whoa, what is wrong with this guy?
Well, it's just that she screwed it up by
but he just comes in and says
blowing
nothing,
the whistle and all that stuff.
Weird look on his. It's just like he does a good job of just being weird.
Yeah.
Look, all I can say is I did a lot of Googling about Persephone after this episode, okay? And there are a lot of parallels, baby.
Yeah.
I'm excited. What else? What else is there? There is the firing scenes were just wonderful.
The pineapple. Was a pineapple involved?
Oh, that was the rehiring, was it? The pineapples were the apologies.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also a weird detail to mention. What's the deal with the pineapple?
Well, that gives it. Well, that's sort of leading to this sort of thing has happened before.
Yeah.
Because they're, part of the apology or the rehiring is a pineapple basket.
I mean, maybe. I mean, it could be some. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why a pineapple. It seemed like it was pretty significant the way Cobell mentioned it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was just like,
silo.
pineapple basket. Very weird.
So do we think Cobell took the job or not?
No.
No, I think she's burning her bridges. I think she's honestly. I think she's gonna be instrumental in taking down Lumen.
I think she's too much of a scum.
I don't really know what
yeah.
the hell's going on. With
I don't want to allow her to be a good guy.
I don't think she's going to be a good guy, but I think they're going to get information out of her, and she is going to, the information that she gives, she's like, okay, fine, this is how you do it. You know, I want Lumen to burn to the ground, but she's going to be.
I think she might try to get Milkshake fired so she can take over the floor again.
Ooh, yeah, I could see that too. I think she could be vengeful.
Mm-hmm. Because look, if she's just burn it all down, why not tell Mark everything?
Yeah.
So I don't think she's there yet, right?
Yeah.
I think maybe she's taken the position and is biding her time.
It's possible. I mean,
Maybe.
You know, she could also be plotting or just sort of. But it's hard to tell from what the amount she was in.
Yes, Jacob, this is spoiler talk for Severance. Up to season,
all of it.
Episode 2, yeah.
Up to all of it.
Everything that's out so far.
What do you mean up to, David?
Yeah.
The intro suggests she still works for Lumen. I need to go watch the intro again. There's so many details. I need to go watch season 1 intro and just like dissect it for details. It's so fun that we have a show like this where you want to theory craft, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. For sure.
I haven't felt anything like this since Raised by Wolves.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Hey, I got a priestess for David Spider Temple. No Conan Duck. Oh, we didn't play this week. I'm sorry. Should have played.
Yeah. I haven't played in like 3 weeks.
I haven't played since we streamed. I had a bunch of family stuff to take care of this week, but
yeah.
But I got our taxes filed.
Nice. Still waiting for my W-2 to come in.
Yeah.
What's with all the weird, like on the outside, like you said, the weird diners, Pips.
There's
Pips
only
diner.
one diner in this entire state.
Yeah,
Pips, and they always say like they hate it, right? Like, of course they would give you a coupon to Pips, right?
Yeah.
And yet that's the only place they eat, and you're like, this is clearly like a company-owned diner. If you're gonna go talk smack about the company, why would you go do it at Pips and not in your freaking house?
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know what. Yeah.
There's lots of weird stuff that's happening outside of Lumen 2. Like, I don't think that can be ignored. Like,
yeah.
There's something catastrophically wrong with the normal world that would even allow for the existence of the severance process to begin with.
Yeah.
And people don't like them. Like, they're immediately judged in every scene. It's brought up in the outside where, and then it's Rickon is like one of the only few guys who's like, hey, let's not be so hasty.
It's just a door factory. Like,
yeah.
What? Why is there a door factory? It was a funny scene and all, and he's trying to get a job, but you can see all the doors like Monsters Inc. being produced behind it. It's like, what the hell is?
You got to watch the first half of the stream. It was all Wheel of Time.
Yeah, it's like, what is I don't. What is it? I don't. Why is he like mass producing doors like this? Why? Why is Dylan going there to get a job? Like, why great doors? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Is everybody? Why are Rickon's friends so fucking weird?
It kind of feels like. Look, it kind of feels like this town. Anyone who lives in this town works for Lumen, right? Lumen is so big that that's the entire industry of this town, and even the other companies like Doors, they probably exclusively make doors for Lumen, right? Like there are real life examples of similar. It's not 100%. There are some towns that only exist because of one company, though.
Well, yeah, so
that's a thing.
But if you're in if the doors
right, that's why
company
ghost
is
towns
employed,
exist, right? Because you have a company that like they
goes
make
under,
a town for the railroad,
It's like shutting down.
and then when they don't need builders anymore, the town disappears, right?
It's like shutting down a car plant or something, right? And
Right.
the town.
Right,
dies.
you get the entire town that existed during World War II for the creation of the atomic bomb.
Well, did he talk
doesn't
bad
exist
or
anymore.
just say that? Oh, well, I guess he's like So they're not making doors for Lumen. He's right because he's like Lumen makes their own doors.
Oh, okay.
Fuck
Yeah.
Lumen. Like
And-
basically, he didn't say fuck
and
Lumen.
that wouldn't make
painful, I
sense that
think
he
he said,
was
right?
that wouldn't make sense that he is against the severed policies if it's a Lumen company. Or
Yeah,
he
that's
makes everything for
They
Lumen.
did. They
That's
talked
a
bad
good
about Lumen.
point.
Okay, I need to.
That's a good point because he was enjoying his conversation with Dylan. They said he was severed, and he's like, "Severed people are
abomination.
assholes, abomination. Get the fuck out of here." Basically, it's like, oh shit. So yeah. Great Doors is definitely not pro Lumen.
I love that he says this is discrimination, and he just doubles down. I don't care. Get out of here.
So yeah, I don't know the town.
Okay.
Like
You're right. I was wrong about that, but
it's the Matrix. That would suck. I hope it's not. I'll take that back.
Yeah.
I hope it's not.
Yeah.
Everything is
Everything
fucked.
Everything's
in
a
the Audi
simulation.
world is a simulation, or
no,
Well,
I think there's.
the
I
whole
think
thing
opposite.
is just stupid. I hope it's not something like that. Please don't be something.
Yeah.
Like that. There's too
Yeah,
much
I
other
agree.
stuff going on with other people. It can't be that. But
I agree.
Great
That would be
Doors,
an unsatisfying mystery box.
I mean, it's just like Great Doors. It was funny and all, but it's just like, what am I missing here? Great Doors. There's something here. I feel like there's something more than just Great Door. Like there's something going on that I missed. I feel like I need to watch it again because it's just like, just having a place called Great Doors is just that makes doors that hates Lumen. It's like, what is going on in the outside world here? Something is weird.
Yeah.
some kind of. Hey, maybe we just know that aliens exist. Maybe the outside world knows about the aliens. I don't know.
I have no.
It's got to be something big
I don't
like
know.
that.
That's
like-
the thing. I don't know the answer, which is the
Exactly.
intriguing part.
Like
I
we have to
no
know
idea.
we have to know what it is first before we can guess what it is.
I have no clue what's going on. That's
Yeah.
part of it. It's like, and it's nice we keep getting, answers because it's just like I have no clue. Like you could say it's giraffe style aliens, that are devil worshippers. It's like, okay, maybe. Like I don't know. Like I have zero idea where to even think we're at. Like, which is cool as long as the answer is good. Yeah, we went down that. So that's why this was refreshing. Got a lot of information that we wanted / needed, along with giving away what the hell is actually going on. So
Yeah, I agree. It could be any number of things right now. There could be any number of mysteries inside this box. But yeah, Simply Nerdy, I agree. It's there is tension and awkwardness in a lot of these scenes, especially episode 2.
Every scene has tension. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's they've mastered uncomfortableness.
Yeah.
And I hate that I have hope, Like I hate that we live in a world where we have to question everything.
Yeah, you hope
But
something isn't
but
terrible.
every time I sit down and watch the show, like it gives me that feeling that there are answers to this. Like everything feels so intentional. They're like,
yes,
I think they know. I think they know what they're doing, and I hope they know what they're doing because it feels like they do.
I started thinking about this because you have that one really cool shot. It happens twice, right? You have Helly walking down the hallway from the outside the building.
Good shot.
That was a good shot.
And just of course, I'm sitting there looking at her ponytail bop because her hair does a little. I don't know what she puts.
She's got that bouncy hair,
I don't
baby.
know what she does to make it bounce so much, but it's a great shot. And then it happens again when Milkshake is driving back in. She's looking at and you have him come in the circle, the Lumen circle, right? It's just like, it's like, am I missing? It's like, is it like, is something like, because it looked real, but it also didn't. Like it almost looked like had a weird quality to it, and it's just like, Is that just the way they shot it, or just to look cool, or is there something else going on, right? So it's like there's a lot of that where you're trying to find things where who knows if there's anything even there. You're just on hyper fixation to find shit. Right? It's like,
Yeah.
oh hey, the way they're shooting this angle, I wonder if there's something to it. It's just like, I don't know. So
The
it was a
cinematography is
it was a
fantastic.
cool
in the
shot.
show.
It was very, very, very cool shot. Them walking with the big ape guy right behind her into the conference room. I thought it was cool.
Yeah. I agree.
What was the job they offered her? Or
To like
was-
oversee some
It's like
other
it
thing.
was like a lifetime achievement award. You know, it's like
Yeah.
yeah.
I can't
Girls
remember the
Innie
title.
is an imposter. Are we talking about Helena?
Yeah, probably.
Yes. I think that is a good theory.
That's
think
definitely they want you to be thinking that is a possibility for sure.
She
Whether or
wants to
not
be-
it's true, we don't know.
She wants to be Mark's love slave. Yeah.
She
She
saw
liked
that
that
she
kiss.
saw that affection that she couldn't get from her daddy, and she wanted them
She
lips.
liked that kiss, man. She wanted some of her own.
And then she goes to work, and the first thing he says is, "Hey, I found my wife."
Yeah.
There's gonna be. I mean, this season is going down.
But which was weird reaction. So that I think that lends back to, she's like, yeah, I know. So like there was like the reaction to that wasn't like, I don't know, that conversation, if like she didn't know it was already going on, like if it was Helly, I feel like there would have been a little bit different reaction than.
I agree. That was one of the tip-offs in episode 1. I was like, you seem a little off. I think you might not be your innie. But yeah, I agree. Very well done. Can't wait for episode 3.
Yeah, the apology taping was pretty interesting. Good scene.
Oh yeah,
she does a great job. She's a great actress.
Other Steven, if you want to jump on these discussions every week, you are welcome to as well. Always. Yeah. She's looking for security cameras. Okay.
Oh, I didn't notice that in episode 1 when they're walking down the hall, and Mark and
I don't know. There's so many things. So many things. I'm trying to think if anything else of significance happened in the episode. I think that's pretty much it. It was.
We got Dylan. You got Irving stuff. Bird at the end.
Have we seen what's his bucket's wife? We've just heard her on the phone, right? We haven't seen her outie.
No,
I mean she doesn't have an outie, but
we saw his kid.
Yeah,
but we have not seen Cherry Cole. What's his name? Zach Cherry. What a cool freaking name.
Yeah.
Dylan. Dylan is his name.
I haven't seen his wife.
Yeah, just her voice.
Okay.
Read the room.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh god.
But he was still so like, I love you. It's like
he was super annoyed and still like kind of nice, you know?
Yeah, and she was like, okay, I know you, love you, bye. It's like,
okay. So Charles, the problem with that is both his innie and his outie now know that that's his wife, and his wife is not dead.
I don't think he's going to end up with either. Maybe Mark's dead.
I think we're asking the wrong questions. I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't think it's about who he ends up with. I think it's who he ends up as, you know?
Yeah, that could be it too, yeah.
And I could definitely see a world where Audi Mark is willing to just give up his life for his innie because his life is over with with his wife. If it's a clone, if he finds out it's a clone, he's like, well, maybe innie Mark can have a chance at happiness, right?
Right.
Well, but
then that's why he.
It's because they are cloning his wife.
Innie Mark doesn't care about his wife. Innie Mark cares about Helena. So if he would give up his life for Innie Mark, right? I mean, so
he does though, because he in seeing the photo, he knows that his wife, his Audi wife, is the therapist chick. And so he's
but he likes her, but he doesn't have like he's sort of like got this developing relation. So it's like I shouldn't say he doesn't care. It's just different, right? It's like he knows something weird's going on, and like he wants to help her, but it's different. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I don't think reintegration. I think he is going to permanently choose one side or the other.
Yeah, I think that's a good option.
It wouldn't have been Lumen offering reintegration because their stance is that it is impossible to reintegrate.
Yeah, right.
But we know that's not true because we saw in season 1 it happened, but also the guy died.
I don't think
so. It might not be possible to do it without killing you.
I don't think he's going to reintegrate unless there's something that forces him to do that in order to, take down Lumen or find his wife or something.
His wife's clone gets Helena's innie's brain put inside her. It's the same brain. It's the same brain. It's not two different brains. It's just segmented.
Going to give up her brain. She is the heir to the kingdom, right?
It's such an interesting dynamic because I want Helena to die, but I love Helen R.
Yeah.
Like it's just, and it's the same person. It's such a fun show that's just super fun to think about and talk about.
Yeah. Definitely.
Somebody has been watching Steve Martin.
Helly. Is there any reason her name is Helly, by the way? Do you think
I think it's just
foreshadowing that they're in hell? Goat sacrifices, weird cult symbolism. I don't know. That's maybe what's throwing me off with all this stuff with the aliens.
Persephone is in hell with Hades.
It's like
the girl. What girl? The girl said Petey died. I need to rewatch season 1. I watched the first episode with my wife, but or Mount St. Helens. No, I think you're wrong with that. Petey died due to not following her instructions, not because he reintegrated. I need to rewatch season 1.
Didn't they kill him? I thought they killed him.
I thought he had a brain aneurysm and died.
Yeah, exactly. He did. Yeah, I don't remember that he wasn't following directions or something. There might have been something about pills, that he had to take pills along with it, and he wasn't taking the pills or something.
The woman that reintegrates Petey, I forgot about her character.
Yeah,
so I need to rewatch.
I don't remember who it was that he talked to that on the outside.
Yeah, I know it's fresh in your mind. You just watched it. He texted. Charles texted me the other day, and he's like, "I just watched season 1. How did you wait 3 years?" It's literally 1 month shy of 3 years.
Yeah,
between seasons 1 and 2.
I only watched it because Trip was bothered. She's like, "You should watch Severance. You should watch Severance." I'm like, "Fuck, okay, I'll watch it." And it was like, "Oh damn!" Right? So,
the other guard, the white guard, gets killed. Yeah,
which is still interesting to me that the show almost lost me until I think it was 7 or 8 when it started actually giving you some stuff. Like I was about to chalk it up to mystery box crap, and then it's like, here are our answers. It's like, oh, okay, wonderful. So,
and there's very satisfying answers too.
Well, and you know what? I think it would be an interesting exercise to just restart from episode 1 now.
Yeah,
knowing what I know and just trying to pay more attention to little nuances.
Right.
Yeah. I want to revisit the perpetuity wing in particular.
There's got to be symbolism.
There's got to be so many Easter eggs in there,
and the goat head thing, the weird dancers.
I don't know if I need to revisit that part.
That's why
I watch that scene every night. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Yeah, that's when I go to bed watching that. Yeah, I don't know. It's like the weirdest thing, right? Because the alien talk, but it's like that's what it's great at keeping you guessing, but. We're still right there. It's like, okay, I hope they know where they're going, because it's like, are they just throwing us off with the cult shit because they want us to not think it's aliens, or
Like,
what is the cult shit?
What if the
It's like,
what if all the weird culty stuff is just a byproduct of the fact that everyone on this floor are innies, right? That they're brand new, and so like it's this culture that's developed.
Not everyone is though.
I know.
Like
What if
Milchek
it's-
isn't, and he acts super weird.
Yeah. What if
inside,
it's
you
like,
know?
Well, so is Miss Colbert. She's weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, not as
What if-
not as
so
weird
is
as Milchek
Rickon.
though.
Rickon-
Maybe it's
Weird as
because
fuck,
they're
too.
permanent innies. Maybe
Wait,
they started off
maybe-
severed, and their reward to getting up, a promotion is that you are rewarded with permanence.
What if
You
Rickon-
become your innie takes over your outie.
What if
And so this entire
Very
culture that's
interesting.
developed inside the severed floor of Lumen is literally a cult, and it's sheltered, and so all this weird stuff is coming from these are humans who have no context for the outside world.
Dude, what Rickon basically has a cult on the outside.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah,
He's got a bunch
the-
of followers. He's a weirdo, just like he
Rewatching episode 1 too, they have the foodless dinner party
Yeah, what was
where it's so weird.
I totally
Yeah.
forgot about that. Yeah, the foodless dinner party, dude. Yeah, Rickon is a closet Kiev. Maybe he's a Kiev of the outside. I don't know, but he's got a cult. He's got a whole cult of people that are just like totally kissing his ass.
yeah.
It's wild. Yeah, Mrs. Colbert's a weirdo. Have we met any other outside people? I mean, I guess at the Pips, but
I mean, other than Doors guy,
he's weird too. Right? I mean, it's
we've
not like-
seen people going in and out of at the Pips Diner.
Yeah.
It could work at Lumen.
We've seen Christopher Walken's Audi and his love interest, and let's be honest, that's weird.
Well, it's weird that he showed. So what?
Oh, we've seen Mark going on dates. Mark was dating a
Oh,
girl.
that's right.
What happened to
that-
that girl?
That girl.
He
was
got a
kinda
text. He
weird.
got a text from her in this episode. He's like, "Hey, can I treat you to dinner or something like that?" Or maybe that was his sister, because then they went to dinner afterwards. That might have been his sister. I'd have to go back and check.
Yeah, you're right.
But I don't remember that date, but I remember it being awkward and weird too. I don't know if that was because she was weird or if it was because he didn't know how to socialize.
I love
Go back and watch season 1.
the quote from Rickon's book. Just gets me every time. What separates man from machine is that machines cannot think for themselves. Also, they are made of metal, whereas man is made of skin. It's too
What if
good.
there's actually something there? Like what?
There,
like,
honestly, there might be.
What if they're like what if Kiev is they're cyborgs? They're trying to make like robot bodies for brains.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Yeah,
robots.
he's
Maybe that
a
quote
robot.
from Rickon's book is the key to this whole story.
Maybe
It's not aliens. Maybe it's robots.
Yeah,
And they're-
maybe like
Maybe it's alien robots.
Maybe Mark's robot wife is a robot, and like her brain is in there. They saved it, and he's got to program her brain with her memories or
I
something.
think that is a likely scenario. Yeah.
I mean, it's like that's. But then you get why cult symbolism along with robots. I don't. It's like I don't understand. It's like round square. Like I don't understand how these fit together. I don't.
Yeah.
She got turned off after he saw the guy die. Okay. If it's aliens, I'll be pissed. I don't know. Aliens
I
answers
don't
a
really
lot of the
want
questions.
aliens either. But I mean,
What if it's like a parasite type alien? That could work.
like that's the problem, right? If it's not aliens, what
What are they called in Dungeon Crawler, Carl? The brain worms. I can't remember.
I can't remember. I know what you're talking about though.
You guys just
There's
you
two
guys
types
just,
of them. Yeah.
you guys just lack vision. Okay.
I don't really want aliens either, but it's
I'm saying if the answer is it's just aliens and that's why it's weird, that's not satisfying. But like there could be a satisfying answer that involves some kind of alien. Okay.
Possibly. Yeah.
They gotta do some mess. They're just messing with people for no reason. Like
It's
Yeah.
just it's just the Stanford prison experiment.
MTV Punked. It's just like
It's just is it just the Truman Show? Is that what it is?
yeah, it's all under the dome. It's like
Let's put in some goats.
You're on
Let's, let's see what Truman's how he's gonna react to these goats.
it's Dungeon Crawler Carl. Holy shit!
Is Severance a prequel to Dungeon Crawler Carl? Is this the aliens that have infiltrated Earth, and that's why they need Mark? That's why they need to map the human brain. That's Project Cold Harbor. Is the Valte Corporation mapping out humanity so that they can prepare for the crawl?
Oh my god!
That would make sense. Oh boy.
That would be amazing.
Valte, there we go.
Hmm.
Man, I want to go listen to Dungeon Crawler Carl. I want to curl up with a apple cider and just listen to Dungeon Crawler Carl. We've got editing to do, so
Yeah.
anyway, I don't
It was a
have
great
anything
episode.
else to say. It was fantastic. The whole time I was just yes. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to see the other half. I'm glad we're not, obvious. Episode 1 was fantastic, and like I said, it's unsustainable. I love that we got it. You can't do that the whole time. You got to answer, and then we got the opposite.
Yeah, it was good.
Answered so many questions.
Nothing bad to say at all. Yeah.
Hopefully, from here we'll bounce back and forth between the two.
Well, no, I hope the rest of the episodes aren't just all innie or all.
It needs to
It needs to
integrate
be both. Yeah.
After I play Conan, if I start playing Conan, I'm not going to get any editing done. No,
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be a one and then one and one. No, each episode needs to integrate both plots now.
Yeah,
or it will
I
not be
agree.
satisfying because you need there's stuff from both that you want answers to.
Yeah.
Right.
I think they did a great.
It was a
job.
great way to start the season. It's perfect.
Yes.
From here on out, you got to do both.
Next episode will be both.
That's what I would do
agree.
if I was doing the show.
Yeah, it
I
would
was
take
in charge.
too long to get answers because you have to wait a week to see the other perspective. It's not going to work.
Well, we need to
long-term.
see. Yeah, we need to see more. Yeah, like
Unless the third episode is entirely from Kier's perspective, it's not going to work.
or the
Or his wife.
And Kier is a space
Or the girl. It could be the
worm
girl that he went on a
snake.
date with in season 1. We could have an entire episode from her perspective.
the board.
What if episode 3 is entirely a prequel?
Oh,
Carl, future.
Yeah, there you go.
the next episode could be just from the vantage points of the speakers from the little speaker boxes, and we see we see the literal perspective of the board.
What if we got the perspective?
But it's
of-
just a static shot, so it's just sitting in Cobell's office the entire time, and you just see people walking around, and you see Mark run past the office looking for his wife.
Honestly, that would be a good episode.
It started off as a joke. It started off as a joke, but it kind of they could kind of do it.
like I hope. I mean, it could be fun, but I hope not because we need to move forward. We've
Yeah,
recapped.
I
We
agree.
need to move forward now. Yeah, we need to move forward from this point in time because now we've recapped what happened from both.
Oh
sides.
no, I don't want it to be a recap. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying
you
we
could
have.
totally do an episode from the point of view of the speaker or something, just a static cam and things happening in the room.
Yeah.
But not a recap. But it'd be interesting to see.
Yeah.
We need an episode
Everything
from the
happening.
dancer's perspective. There we go.
Oh man, that would be interesting.
Do you think they're severed too?
Yes, I absolutely.
I would hope
I
so.
mean,
I wouldn't.
they've
Here's the
gotta
thing.
be right.
Do you go home to your wife after a day's work
Is
of
that like-
dancing with a goat head on? You're like,
Just like they just go to different.
my life is complete, or are you severed for that?
Do they just go to different parts of the underground to dance on every given day? Yeah, they have to be.
Yeah.
They're just
Okay,
robots.
so see that that brings up another question about, okay, we've speculated about what micro data what macro data refinement, right?
Mm-hmm.
We speculate on what they're doing, mapping out the human brain for some reason.
I think
what
there
about
are.
the other?
I think there are some people who never leave Lumen.
I agree. I think his wife is one of them. I think
the little girl. I think the little girl
goes,
in season 2. I think she's never left this.
And I think they go down the down elevator, and it just like puts their brain in stasis until they are brought back up. I think 100%.
I think you're probably right about that.
But that asks a question: what are the other departments in Lumen doing?
So who's playing paintball?
There's paintball. What?
Yeah, it was one of the things.
One of the
tried to
rewards.
bribe Mark with better prizes and stuff, and one of them was paintball.
Oh,
why? Who's playing paintball down there? Like,
yeah,
what is happening?
Who's cleaning up the paintball in those white hallways?
Yeah.
Who's cleaning up
afterwards?
The balls?
But yeah, like what macro data?
Well, I think
refinement
two in season 1
makes sense.
Mark's wife is on ice. She's just completely just catatonic, like you say, downstairs. Yeah.
Sure, but look at what are the other departments doing? You know, there's
like why are they making?
There were so many people. There are so many people in that
There's
other
people
department.
Who just make artwork, right?
And they just do art or something. But there's also sort of machines in the back that could be
hands and shit. Like
there's the guy who has to take care of the goats too.
The goat guy, yeah. And then the map, like everything else, like the map.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know how they fit in with everything that Lumen's doing.
Yep. And where Mark fits in there.
And why they need so many people in that department just making art and hanging up art in different areas. Like what's that for? There's got to be some other byproduct that they're doing with the art that they don't realize. That I don't know.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get to learn more.
Oh, the other thing that made me think of Orpheus and Persephone was the opening shot of episode 1 and like the Minotaur maze.
Okay. Well, yeah, and the halls, the halls are all mazes. Like, yeah.
I think there are a lot of parallels to Greek mythology that are
so
on
we're in
purpose.
hell. The whole place is hell, even the outside.
No, I don't see that. I don't think that's a fun answer. I don't think. It's.
I don't think
the
so
whole
either.
time.
But
I think it's modeled after that, right? He has to descend into hell to get his wife back.
Yeah, he's stolen Greek mythology and made it his own.
Something like that, yeah.
Maybe.
Or he is.
I think it's just that the story is roughly inspired by
Kyr's.
Sort of thing, but.
There's parallels on purpose, and maybe it might hold the answer to all. I don't know.
Yeah. Interesting stuff, though. We've talked way longer than I ever expected to talk about this episode.
It's just too good.
It's
so
fantastic.
Many things, so many beautiful things to discuss.
Yeah.
I don't think anything else happens.
Nope.
Oh, I love. She does a YouTube apology.
Yep.
Helena does a.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch that scene, but it looked like from the angle that it was being shot at, it didn't look like it was her hand pressing the button. Like when she does her thing, and then hits end record, like her body on screen is not moving, and yet her hand comes up and pushes the button. Like it could just be. Even if I'm not moving, you can see my shoulder coming up to push the pause button, right? Like,
yeah,
you see movement. Like, you see nothing. She says, and that is it. And then a completely different, like, disembodied hand comes up and pushes the pause button. There was something weird.
I didn't catch that.
Could be like the director chick taping her.
Could be. But, man... It's so rewatchable. It's so engrossing. It definitely has the possibility of being one of the greatest shows of all time.
So far, yeah.
If they
Needs
stick the
to-
landing, man.
Need to have an answer. I hope they know. I hope they know where they're going. That's it. They need to know what everything is. We don't. They need to know why all this shit's happening. That's the number one thing. As long as they know that, then I'm good.
Yeah.
So far.
Hmm.
So, yep. So, nice sprinkle of answers and more questions so far. So, hopefully we keep it going.
And in the wise words of Kenny Rogers, you got to know where you're going. Know where know what you're holding, or something like that.
Yeah. So sounds about right. Yeah.
Know when to mystery box,
I
and
think so. Yeah. I think it was a word for word.
know when to check off's gun.
True.
How's that?
Yeah.
Anyway, I just can't wait for Thursday, man. It's so many things. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get Simply Nerdy on next week too. It's fun to just theorize. This is what TV's been missing. Like, no one's theorizing about the Wheel of Time. Well, we are, because we're just trying to guess how bad it's going to be, right? We're trying to predict the awfulness. No one's making any theories about Rings of Power because the reveals are even stupider than your imagination, you know?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Not really theory. Not thinking of theories and excitement. It's just sort of like in disgust or like, who's gonna screw who? It's like
it's like my infamous story that I've told several times about how I predicted the entire plot of the Twilight books based off of like the two sentences that I knew about them. Right, I knew it was about a vampire who falls in love with a human woman. And I pretended that I'd read all the books and like, no, we don't believe you. And so I just came up with the stupidest plot I could think of. And they were like, oh, you have read the books. Oh my goodness. It's amazing. And I was like, wow, I got it right. I could not have gotten Wheel of Time right if I was trying to think of the stupidest plot imaginable because it would have been because it was so much worse.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, Mark, I know what the real lyrics are. I was trying to do a bit. It didn't work very well.
It worked great. I don't want to hear it. It was great. You got to know when to not mystery box. Yeah, that was it, right? Yeah.
That was it.
Great. Fantastic.
You got to know where you're going.
Yeah.
Got to know what you're holding.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. 100%. Great.
Know when to mystery box. Know when to check off's gun. The cadence gets a little messed up on that in the fourth,
it's pretty
in the second stanza, but second couplet, not stanza.
Dude, Apple's has some bangers right now. Silo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
like Dark Matter. I don't know how you guys felt about Dark Matter.
Dark Matter was good.
Yeah.
It got a little weird at the end.
A little wishy-washy, but it was okay for the most part.
The Mythic Quest started auto-playing after I watched Severance. It's freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a show about gamers that didn't know anything about gaming, and it was going to be super cringy. It's really funny. It's hilarious. And they make fun of both sides. They make fun of woke crap, and they also make fun of
good jokes on both sides.
It's I think I've watched like 4 episodes now, just while I was
nice
doing my taxes. It's good. It's a really good show. I'm sure because I've seen the trailers. The trailers looked off. They looked awful. The show is really funny. There's so many good shows on Apple TV.
Yeah, there was another one too that I have no idea how I missed it. It's called Servant. It's
M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. Yeah, it's got 4 seasons.
Yeah,
and I only knew that because there's an article that came out. Apparently, he was being sued for this show because there's another writer who had her movie adapted or something, and the premise
Right.
of episode
Similar.
1 of the show is similar, and she's like, I watched the trailer and I can't believe they just remade my entire thing. And it's like, no, it's episode 1.
Yeah, I was going to ask who was
kind
watching
of
that.
similar, and then from the end of episode 1, it's some weird stuff starts happening.
Jared's almost
really
completely done with Slow Horses too.
Slow Horses are great too.
We all
That's
using
another
the
one I
same
need to
account,
see.
so we can see what everyone else is watching.
But yeah, I recommend Servant. It's very interesting.
I've heard people really liked season 1. But I don't know about the rest.
Yeah, we're only a couple episodes. I think 4 or 5 episodes into season 1. It's pretty good so far. So
I know there's a fake baby involved. So
in episode 1, yeah. Spoilers.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the bit that the lady was like. Anyways, yeah. So the basic premise is there's this couple that they lost their child, and the wife went catatonic, and they got a rebirth doll to kind of help her cope, and she kind of thinks that the baby is real.
Well, they hire a babysitter, and she shows up, and it's a fake baby.
Yeah. And
that's
then,
all I know about the show.
And then some weird stuff happens, and I don't want to say anything because it's weird, but it's really good. The acting is amazing, and there's a lot of things happening. And I can't say anything, but it's really good.
Yeah. So season 1 of For All Mankind was really great, and then the show just goes downhill from there. But
so bad. It's so sad that what they did to that. Yeah. Sad.
And I still refuse to watch Foundation on principle because
it looks really good though.
Wait, which one's Foundation? Is that the one I watched by mistake?
Isaac Asimov. It completely contradicts the entire. It's like Wheel of Time. From episode 1, they're like, you did not read the books, did you? Maybe you spark noted it and didn't understand the entire theme of the series.
There's one I watched that I thought it was a show they were telling me to watch, and I watched it and I'm like, this is horrible. Why did you tell me to watch this?
The premise of the books is psychohistory is invented, and it's a way of predicting the future by mixing mass psychology with history. So it's the psychology of the masses, and so Harry Seldon predicts the future thousands and thousands of years into the future, and he realizes that the empire is going to collapse, and so he comes up with a series of plans to save the human race from extinction.
Okay.
And he creates a foundation, and it's a series of like time vaults, of like time capsules with new information that comes out because he's predicted all of these events. And the entire point of the series is individualism does not matter because you can predict the future based off of masses, right?
Okay.
And in episode 1, in the trailers for the TV show, they're like, Harry Seldon believed that one person could change the world. No, he did not. In fact, it's a fascinating series. And again, maybe it changes in the future. I've only read the first book. I want to read the rest, but maybe it gets crazier. But just so disappointing that they would. Maybe the Dragon Reborn could be a woman. Okay, it's on par with that. I've heard people liked the show who have not read the books, but those you know what? I don't know if I can trust those because those are some friends who are not my friends anymore because they fired me. So the only people I've heard talking good about Foundation were cut me out of their lives. So I don't know.
Bummer.
Maybe an Invasion, is that the one? Yeah, I think it might have been Invasion. I watched. I was just like, ugh, why am I watching this show?
Anyway, of all the streaming services that I didn't think was going to go anywhere, Like,
Yeah.
I'm shocked by the quality of content on Apple TV,
Yeah.
and with its consistency on the frequency of releases too. Like,
Well,
they have
aside from Severance.
but they are pumping out content faster than
Yeah.
Netflix, but it's
I
all
agree.
good. It's all good stuff for the most part. Whereas Netflix does the Blumhouse tactic where they just greenlight everything and then
Yeah.
cancel it if it's not good, you know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's been fun. Well, we gotta end the stream somewhere. So can't wait for Thursday. Can't wait for Sunday to talk about Thursday. And yeah.
Awesome.
Gotta get to work. You got anything to plug, Steve? You're still doing rewatches?
Eventually.
You're doing Watt Wednesdays now because Watt Wednesdays back.
It'll probably be. I'll do something today. Or Wednesday. It'll probably be later in the evening because I got work, so it'll probably be a late night deal. But
When is Watt coming in? March
16th.
16th. Okay.
It's about 2 months away.
So I think I'm gonna try and do. My work schedule makes it hard to do some of these things, so it might be. I might have to have a weekend marathon, which might kill me for the rewatch. But yeah.
Yeah,
see.
7 weeks away.
But I'm about to. Me and now Dan. Well, I got the Dresden stuff that we're working on too. So full moon, we just finished. So we'll probably have a full moon thing.
Well, you could do if you're doing a marathon, you could do like one of those. I don't know how they do it on Twitter, on Twitch, where they have like interactive. Who's those streamers that had like his viewers like order things on Amazon for him? And they decorated his room or something like that. You could have. You wouldn't want to publicize your address, but you could have like some kind of AI that automatically we can order like DoorDash for you, so we can get someone to like show up with some cocaine, just to keep you going, through the series.
Oh God, yeah. Oh, I got about a month to get through all. I don't know I'll make it, but I may try. We'll see. So I'm gonna keep trying. We'll see. So
the rewatch is it. There's so much that's bad that just you didn't see before.
I forgot, like some of it I forgot. So it's just like, and it's different. It's a different experience because I'm finding myself laughing a lot instead of getting mad at this point.
Yeah,
it'll be different when 3 comes out because I'll just be mad again. So
for sure. All right.
Yep.
So you got the news on Wednesdays and rewatches whenever those happen.
Yep, and other stuff along the way. So,
all right. Well, that's a good place to end the show.
Yes, sir.
See ya.
We'll see you guys next week. It's been a blast.
Bye.
And now it is time to say goodbye.
We had a great conversation.
It's been fun. But all good things must come to an end, and the goodest ending I can think of is...
Right now, this moment, this night.
So I guess we just say goodbye.
So, goodbye.
Toodaloo. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao. Ding dao day. But come back next week for more outrageous bloopers.
This is the end.
Well, there's only one thing left to do.
I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If it's true, please take a minute to subscribe to the channel, and you can join us along for the ride. And if you pay me, I'll try to be more entertaining. So please consider joining Patreon and getting your name in the credits with pride.
I'd buy that for $1.